Welcome, adventurers from this plane of beyond 220 Chronicles. We're so glad you were able to come back and travel with us further down this crazy and unusual path that we find our heroes in. This episode is sponsored once more, Zach,
by Skull Splitter Dice. So, quick shout out to tonight's sponsor, Skull Splitter Dice. You can use a discount code 2020 Chronicles, 20 Chronicles, for 20% off their shop. And at our break, we'll be hosting another giveaway, our third giveaway. Tonight they're giving away a 3-month subscription to their Mystery Sharp Edge Dice subscription.
What's inside?
Yeah. For 3 months, they'll send you a mystery set of one of these Sharp Boys for your ever-growing dice hoard. These are actually Nesta Claiborne Sharp Boys that she uses on the streams. So check out the rules for entering the giveaway in the chat. Daniel?
And remember, split some skulls with these sweet rolls from Skull Splitter Dice.
What was it?
We're not going to talk about that.
Back to you, Dom.
Perfectly balanced.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Daniel. With that concludes our announcements. So I would like everyone to sit back, relax, grab a snack, and get ready for Camaraderie and Shenanigans! Previously, on our group's adventure, you had found your way into the city of Voxstrom. Briefly meeting with Kharkov, who seemed to be running a section of this city known as the Barrowman, you learned a little bit about the space that you found yourself. You heard about this event called the 12 Cages, which Frogman secretly seemed to become a part of. Much to everyone's unawareness.
Much
unawareness.
Much unawareness.
So much unawareness.
Never been more unaware.
Moving forward, you encountered Cable, who was coerced into assisting the group.
He wanted to.
Magically
He did,
inclined.
actually.
He did.
By the time the magic faded and he realized what had transpired, he left, leaving the party to fend for themselves, to find their way forward. With a brief split off, with Kylus going in a different direction than the party after fighting a tweaker.
That's my bad.
Cable chatted with Kylus and asked him to essentially follow him, whereas the rest of the party headed to the Glow Den. Whereupon there was drinking and gambling and dancing and new Kylus.
Better
Dragonborn.
Kylus.
Better Kylus. Not nearly as blue Kylus. Events were had. Fun was enjoyed. I don't know.
Sure to be.
Kylus shows you guys a tailor, essentially, and you all got glowing bow ties. Out of everything to purchase.
Please, someone make fan art of that. Oh, please.
If you're an artist.
Just Frogman.
Hey. Cutting away for a moment, we come back to Kylus, the actual Kylus, at the DL,
Real
the
Kylus.
headquarters
At the real
for Cable and his group, the Tailcoats. Going into the space, meeting Pim, one of the anthro beasts, resembling that of a beluga whale. You were warned about an individual in a room that you decided to set up shop in for a quick summoning. And Oz was brought back to you. You sent Oz out on his way to do a bit of stealth recon, see what he could find out about the town, and about one person in particular. Dalit.
Oh.
Dark is still with
Even
us.
he got it
Okay.
wrong.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. Dark is still with you guys. Briefly meeting an individual named Tick and Vicky. This sort of half humanoid, or half human, half robotic. Pieces are missing from this person and has been replaced with porcelain equipment.
RoboCop. Got it.
RoboCop almost.
Knife hands.
Do you have a 1984 Ford Taurus?
No, not presently. Though you haven't really chatted with her yet. Maybe
She
down the
might.
line. She might.
Okay.
Cable and Vicky decided to escort Kylis to the glow den to regroup with the party, potentially getting an apology for what happened with Cable. But before that could happen, the group encountered two barons, Bull Vinner and Safala. Bull, a massive hulking minotaur who was quickly challenged, challenged by the boldest of our group presently. Safala diffusing the situation and flirting a bit, maybe.
She like openly came on to me.
Okay.
That was not
Let's set the
flirting.
record
Was
straight.
hitting on Wolf.
Yeah.
She wouldn't though.
Look at
All
this.
hit on Wolf.
They departed with their Tinkermen,
Those Paladaddy vibes.
She couldn't resist.
and the party was reunited. A space was found to crash for the night, bit of a hotel room. Some dates were found in the evening, and some fun nights were had.
Oh yeah!
You forgot about that?
Yes, I did.
Old man finna get some.
Only member of the group who's gotten laid.
And in the
Elf ears,
darkness,
like
in the darkness, with a slight glow to the space as evening crept forward, a paladin issues an oath,
All right.
Oh.
That happened too.
That was
Oh, right.
epic.
and a dream is had. What it might mean, only time will tell. And it is there that we pick up with Nesta. You waking from this slumber suddenly. A bit of a cold sweat pouring across you. I believe you two were sharing a room?
I was sharing a room with Olwell.
You were with Olwell, yes, correct. I'm going to say his passive perception is not that good right now.
He was pretty drunk.
He was pretty drunk. He was not holding it together
Poor
as well as the
sleepy
rest
boy.
of you.
Mhm.
You find yourself alone. Very slight light is peeking through your window. It's a mixture of purple and blue.
I'll shoot up out of bed and turn to Olwell and try and tap him to see if he stirs.
Do you attempt to wake him up or just kind of...
Just kind of, if he, I think I'm gonna leave him alone actually,
Okay.
but I do need to talk to someone. So I'm gonna leave the room and try and find where Rengwin is sleeping.
I would say you're all presently aware of where everyone would be. You were all on the four... coming up the stairs within the space, you're all on the last four rooms.
Did I see where they went? I did. So or were you nodding at me? Or?
Yes, both.
sorry.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah, you're aware. You were all pretty much heading to the same room at the same time. The only people you didn't see going into the rooms was Kylis and Olafir.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna.
I did this to myself.
I'm gonna knock on the door gently at first.
Well, I rolled very high on my constitution, so I am not hungover.
That's fair.
I feel like I've been up for a while and probably meditating, so
Mhm.
I will answer the door.
All right.
Hi, good morning.
How are you feeling?
Fine. You?
Weird. I had a weird dream.
Oh,
Uh.
do you want to talk about
Yeah,
it?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah.
Free?
Come on in,
Who's in here?
Darth.
Dark.
Dark. You did this to me.
I did. I did it to all of us.
Dark. I just kind of like give Dark like a knowing glance.
He is currently meditating. He seems
Okay.
not presently in this
He's
space.
here, but like not here. So
I got you. Cool.
have a seat.
Thank you. I'll sit cross-legged. I just had the this dream, and I think I've had a similar one before, and this one's felt different, but similar in some weird ways. Let me start over. I have to find somebody. Daggledoria? Have you ever heard that name before?
No, absolutely not.
Great. So, what if this is my goddess communicating to me, and I don't know what she's trying to say?
Well, did the dream talk in her voice?
No, not necessarily, but sometimes she can change her voice.
Do you get messages from Lunaris in your dreams pretty often?
No,
Could it have just been a weird-ass dream?
maybe. But it was the second time I've had it.
Okay. So, you think you have to find someone named...
Daggledoria.
I've never met anybody by that name. Do you
I
know
don't
what
even
they
its
look like?
Origin. No, well, actually I do. I saw them in the dream, didn't I?
You did. Within that space, they were floating essentially in this bright, almost lime neon light that they were almost suspended in. You do know their left arm at the forearm down is missing, and from the knee down on their right leg is also missing. But beyond that, it was pretty much cast in shadow with the light that was projecting from behind. So you didn't catch many more details than that.
Well, I know that she's missing part of her arm and part of her leg.
So she can't get away very fast. You do find her.
Easy target.
So, I don't know. I guess normally I would talk to Olwell about this, but he seemed kind of
He was
drunk as shit, right? So,
I've never seen anyone that drunk. I've actually never
Really?
seen anyone drunk before last night. But that's the drunkest
Yeah,
I've
that
ever
was
seen
the-
anyone.
that was the first time you drank ever?
Yeah, it was awesome.
You handled yourself pretty well, man.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thank you.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Oh, it was so fun.
Oh, yeah, it was fun.
Are we gonna do that again today?
I hope so. We should do it every night.
You all just settle down in Boxdrome.
It's shenanigans and shenanigans and shenanigans and shenanigans.
It's like Groundhog Day.
That's the joke.
I don't know. I felt like maybe there was.
Well,
You seem
I don't
like
know.
a
Maybe
pretty-
you should trust your instincts. You know? I mean, if you feel like maybe Lunaris was trying to tell you something through this dream, I think you should trust that. But maybe, I don't know, think about it. Make sure it wasn't just a dream. Maybe you'll dream about it again tonight. Maybe you'll figure out more. Who knows?
You're right. And, I mean, it's silly of me to. I should have maybe prayed to Lunaris first, you know, I didn't even think of that. But I'll do that.
Dude, I'm sure she's
later.
like totally cool. She's
I-
probably
yeah.
not mad that you didn't call her first, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you wake up and you just have to.
I had to talk to somebody, and you. I mean, I don't know you very well, but I feel like we can talk
Yeah,
a little
Yeah.
bit.
cool. That's cool.
I mean, I felt like I don't know. Anyway, I liked those bow ties we got last night. Those were
yeah,
fun.
those are great. I don't think I'm gonna wear mine today though.
I don't think I am too. Now that it's light, I'm feeling kind of stupid about it.
So, what are we gonna do until tonight?
Well, what
Probably
I'm
should-
wondering is, did anyone leave? Weren't they saying they were gonna keep the party going last night? Did everyone make it back okay?
I have no idea. We could go knock on some doors, see what people are up to.
How early is it?
roll survival check.
Day night.
Micah back.
16.
16. That's actually pretty darn good. Looking out the window, you are looking off towards the Baron's Tower. And you can see through the crag that it resides under is a bit of light that's coming through, even at night. With your familiarity with the moon, you can already tell what month it is and what day it is. and what time it is presently.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow!
It is the 23rd of the second sun moon, and it is 3 a.m. in the morning.
It's 3 a.m.
Yeah, you guys partied super late, and
Are
this
you
she woke
back
up
yet?
from her dream. She didn't wake up.
Oh.
She bolts up.
Right.
The
Okay.
dream woke her.
I can't believe it.
Knock on my door.
I finally know where we are in the month.
It is summer.
This is amazing. We've been underground for so long.
Did it just come to you? Just like an
I was
epiphany?
looking outside and I saw the sun coming through that crack, and suddenly I knew.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Oh, thanks.
You just know what time it is all of a sudden just by looking at the air?
Well, no, the moonlight that's coming through.
Is that what that is?
I think so. Yeah, it is. Pretty sure.
Okay, so then we should go knock on some doors now?
No, it's like 3 a.m. So probably
Okay.
not. I'm sorry. Did I wake you up?
No,
No.
I was just meditating.
Nice. Well, I guess I'll go back to sleep for a couple hours. Thanks
Okay.
for chatting this out with me. I know we didn't figure anything out really, but it was nice to talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna leave and go back to my room.
For the record, when Renwin closes the door, she's like, Jesus Christ. She was asleep. But she did not want Nesta to feel bad about waking her up, so.
You head back to your room. As you open up the door and kind of walk in, you see through your window a quick, like a shadow
Outside
darting
the
from
window?
outside the window, darting from one side to the other.
It's the professor.
Just running along the wall.
I'll grab my sword and I'm gonna sneak toward the window to try and peek out stealthily.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
That one.
Oh my god. Start
trip
using
over
your
my
skull
armor.
splitter dice.
Yep. Yeah, I think there's a rug that's slightly pushed upwards, and you trip on it, and you fall right onto Olwell on the bed that he's in. And he just, oh, no,
I'm
not
sorry.
again!
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
kids.
Sorry.
Ah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna crawl off of him and keep going to the window. And I
Roll a
look up.
perception check.
Great. Better.
I was waiting for you to say that.
16. No, I felt a little dangerous.
You don't see anything.
Nothing.
Not now.
Okay. And my window is open.
It's glass and it's held shut, but you
Okay.
can unlock it and open it if you would like to.
I will open it
It
up.
kind of takes, with your strength though, you're able to
Okay. And
wedge
I'm
it
gonna
free.
try and lean out the window. Nothing. Great.
Nothing present. You see someone laying out on the street.
Professor?
Is it?
I'll say with your perception check, you know it isn't. But
Thank you. Okay.
as your dark vision kicks in, you're like, oh no, it's not.
No, it's not. Okay. Well, I'll close the window and try and lock it. Is there a lock?
Lock.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna sit on my bed with my sword across my lap. Just kind of sit in silence for a minute, see if I hear anything.
Okay. During that time, we will pan over to Kylus. Kylus, what are you up to in your room?
Well, he left the ladies at the bar. He couldn't check in with Oz. So he went back to the room after the professor went on his way. Got the key. And I think he's just laying out on the bed, like arms just kind of like tapping his foot, maybe occasionally playing the flute every once in a while, but he's up and waiting.
Okay. As you're laying there, a little lost in thought, thinking about the encounters you've had, you hear in your mind, Master? On the window nearby. As you look over there, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
She has the highest passive perception in the group, so I wanted to give her a chance.
Kill it!
Might have.
Sacred flame!
Kill the demon with fire. That'll work.
I learned dawn.
He'll answer back. Oh, is everything all right? Is that you outside?
Of course, it is.
All right, give me a moment, and they'll over to the try and the window open.
Just for shits and giggles, roll me an
Oh,
athletics
fuck!
check.
Athletics?
Yes.
Should I mean acrobatic?
No.
You do a front
I
flip.
flip and kick the door open.
You stub
Window.
toe.
Athletics. 13.
13, that's fine. Yeah, you
It's a window.
With a plus 0.
and you feel something move past you, but you don't see anything.
Okay. Are you inside?
Indeed. It's the sketchy windows. It's the
Yeah.
ones
Yeah,
that go angle at a time.
Alright, well, I can't see you, so...
He comes out of his invisibility.
Alright, it's good to see you again.
I'm here to report.
Alright, well...
I did indeed find this Daleth figure you were talking about.
You sly little dog, you.
You didn't mean that literally.
No.
Um,
Of course not.
He seems to be residing in an area of this town known as the Barrowman, and he was speaking with a man named Karkov.
Interesting. What were they speaking about?
Something about the 12 cages.
Did he intend on fighting?
I'm not entirely sure. I wasn't able to get close enough to hear. Someone in that group has an eerie level of perception.
The one with the goggles, right?
It seemed that way, yes.
I saw that too. Well, did he stay there,
Daleth.
Daleth?
Yes.
So if he intends on fighting, that's the only way out that he knows of. At least I would think. Where else did you get off to? I tried to see through your eyes for a moment. Couldn't find you. There's no connection.
It's very far in this town.
Interesting.
Getting over to this space took me some time. You know you're presently still in the Glow Den,
Okay.
in terms of the location of
Okay.
the layout of the city.
Miles.
Because your reach is 1 mile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
While you were flitting about, did you see anything else in the city? Anything interesting?
I do recall a group of individuals heading from wherever the river drops off into a wider body of water. They were heading from that direction. They seemed odd, not dressed like those in the city. Robes, barefoot, bald heads. An unusual attire for such a vibrant location.
Do you know what race they were?
So really well. One I believe to be human. The other two were dwarvish.
I'm not sure what that might mean. I do have one concern, though. The prison that we broke out of, Daleth led us through a mine system here to Voxstrom, and we didn't exactly cover our tracks.
Right. Well, I'm here to serve at your pleasure. If there's anything you need, Master, it will be done.
I do appreciate that. I did miss you, and I really appreciate you trying so hard to come after me.
I know my skill set isn't necessarily in finding everyone, but I put what might have been my heart into it.
Appreciated nonetheless.
The amalgamation that is the souls within my body.
How romantic.
Put that on a Valentine's card, right?
Well, I am a little hesitant to introduce you to the party. A few of them, I'm not sure how well they would take you being, well, a devil.
Oh. Clerical sort?
Yes. And another one, but I don't think he'd really give a fuck.
Well, I will remain hidden until then.
Just stick close for now. I would like to use your magic resistance just in case anything goes south.
Should I be invisible, or would you prefer something else?
Let's take the form of a raven for now. You can stick on my shoulder for now. And,
Forms into a raven. Lands on your shoulder.
I'll think of something to tell the group. Well, I
Thumbs up.
was waiting up for you, but I think I could rest now.
With a quick description of this form, though it appears like a black raven, whenever light kind of shines against it, there's a sheen of a bit of blue in the feather.
Ooh, love that.
Love that.
I'm going to pop into the ring for the night. You think you can carry it with you? You can still speak telepathically. You don't need to call at me.
I know, but it's more fun this way.
All right then, here you go.
Takes it.
And I will.
Lands on the bed. Walks about a bit. Tucks the ring under the pillow and then lays on the pillow. The pillow. And
And
just
peas on the pillow.
fluffs up.
Aw.
Aw.
Goes to sleep since he
Yeah.
doesn't really need to sleep.
Yeah. If anyone goes in that room, it's gonna be really weird.
He's under the covers.
Well,
Yeah.
your roommate's probably not coming home tonight.
Yeah,
so-
I definitely don't think so. He doesn't have a key, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Professor.
Let's talk
Enough
about
said.
you.
What a man.
Just for narrative purposes,
Oh man.
how far did you go?
Wait, are we talking bases or like geography?
Bases, but this was a home run, so
Yeah, far enough to
Did you fuck her?
require far enough to require staying the night.
Gotcha.
Staying the night.
I need you to roll percentile dice for me.
Oh no! There's so many reasons this is necessary.
Well, that isn't the consequences of my own actions.
38.
Okay.
We don't know if that's good or bad. He never tells us.
You can either wake up in the middle of the night or.
It probably will be because I only did a 4-hour meditation.
Okay.
Cook some eggs, bacon.
But so
waffles.
after all of this happens,
Mhm.
and like resting, I assume both of us like resting in bed for a while.
Yes, and the space that you actually find yourself in is rather spacious in its design. There's a very nice bed, nice decor. It doesn't seem like there's anything very personal in this space, and there's a couple other beds in this room, specifically. 3 beds in total. Just walking to this location, it's practically right next to that massive glowing dome structure that you could all see from a distance. that kind of marked essentially the glow den.
Okay. Would you say this is more like inside, like going inward?
Not necessarily inside the facility. You just know it's closer in that direction.
Yeah, but in like the space that
Yes.
the glow den is.
Yeah. Yes, that it's still all within the glow den
Okay.
space.
So I'd probably rest there for like, I don't know, 30 minutes.
Mhm.
Until like I know she's asleep. I would pop up and meditate for 4 hours to get a rest. And towards the end of that time, as I'm doing this and reflecting on the day and the things that have just happened previously over the last like 72 plus hours, the air around me will start to get a little warm, and the yellow and brown diamond pattern on my robes and such will kind of start to shift to a reddish and orange hue. My hair will go from that like auburn orange to more of like a fiery red, and the ponytail that I keep it in will actually kind of start to flip around a little bit as I take a long rest and shift into my summer form.
Ooh. Your summer form.
And-
Ooh, swag.
Once I finish that and kind of pop out of it and just look over to bed. Well, must be getting back.
Are you sneaking out?
No.
Okay. I rolled really bad. Okay, you leave.
Yep.
All right.
Do you have your shoes in your hand?
I'm fully. I take the time to dress
Trying
myself.
to paint this picture in my head.
It's not a walk of shame.
Oh, it's a walk of shame.
He's walking proud,
I am walking very proud.
Yeah.
walking tall, walking
Walk
red.
hard.
All right.
I just start strutting down the street.
Okay.
What song is playing in your head?
Yeah.
I'm picturing the Spider-Man 3.
Finger guns, baby.
His hair's not in the ponytail anymore. He's like, ah.
No, it stays in the ponytail.
I do want to know what song is in
Yeah,
your
what
head.
song is it?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know.
Working 9 to 5.
I would have said Stevie Wonder, Superstition. It's a good strutting song.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Any of these work.
Yeah.
You all complete a long rest.
Damn right we do.
Yay!
Um,
I don't think I needed that, but
Just gonna click it anyway.
Just some solid berry white in the background.
Totally. As morning, air quotes, since it still feels relatively day-night in here, arises for you all. You all wake up in the morning at your own respective pace. What would you guys like to do?
Head back to the hotel.
I mean, you're heading back.
You probably made it there before any of us got up, realistically.
I don't know how far away I am.
Looking for breakfast.
I don't know how long
Just so
he was
happens that breakfast is included
active.
with the stay.
In the
Well-
morning, I'd probably do a quick meditation and try and see if I can talk to my goddess about my dream.
Sure. As you go into meditation, I would like you to make a wisdom check.
That's
Just add your straight wisdom
oh,
modifier.
Thank you. So that's 8. No.
8.
Yes.
8. As you focus your mind and reach out with your thoughts, you don't feel much of a presence reconnecting with you at the moment. Though something does pop into your head. The voices that spoke to you in that dream at 2 separate occasions were the same voice.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to make that connection.
Cool. Thanks. And I would probably, when I don't hear anything, if Olwell starts to stir, I would have relayed the dream to him.
Mm-hmm. Through one hell of a hangover, he is sympathetic. listens fully and intently, with as much energy as he can possibly muster.
And maybe I would give him some, what can I do? Give him some
Water.
water.
Do you take the Tylenol spell?
Can I take the Tylenol spell?
This episode is sponsored by now.
I would do some homebrew healing with him.
Yeah, more homeopathic rather than burning a
Wasting
spell slot.
Oxylocoxina.
He's nice, but
Hair of the dog, if you will.
Rubbing honey into his forehead.
yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah, ritual honey. Perfect. Anyone who heads downstairs is going to run into the professor right as he's walking in.
Wolfgang is
So
a
that would be me, right?
pretty
'Cause I
early
went down
riser.
for breakfast.
Sure.
and is also down to eat some food. So he probably got up, strapped into his armor, and headed down.
Are you walking
Clink,
with
clink,
purpose?
clink.
Are you going to your room, or are you going to come look for food too?
I'm going straight for food.
You're going straight for food.
Yeah.
Okay. So you okay?
So
Gatorade.
Gatorade.
You said it with
kinda-
such confidence.
Where are we going for breakfast? Like, what is this? Is this like a
As
continental
you-
situation? or-
Yeah, essentially, as you head downstairs, there's like kind of a very minor lounge space, and then when you head to the left and then the left again, it goes underneath where your rooms would be above you, and then it opens up into almost buffet style kind of eating.
What kind of food are we talking?
You're looking essentially at a couple of different roasted meats.
That's great.
Some subterranean root vegetables that have been sautéed. Yeah, pretty basic standard stuff. Potatoes, familiar as well.
Wolfgang has a very big plate of food.
Excellent.
Rangwin has a shockingly large plate of food as well
Okay.
for her size.
We sit down together and don't talk and eat.
Yes.
Professor's there with us.
Yes.
Yes, I'm walking in.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in after we're sitting down and eating?
I guess so.
Can we both look at him walk in and then like look at each other?
Well, it sounds to me like the way you described the room is that we wouldn't have seen him walk in from,
oh, okay.
although,
So essentially,
and he looks very different. So I would not have assumed. I don't think we'd be able to assume that he was out all
so
night.
you guys descended downstairs, hooked a left, hooked another left, went inside. He would have come in through the front and then had to go down the same
so
pathway.
we wouldn't have seen the walk of shame.
Not necessarily, but rules is written. Anyone who doesn't stealth, if you have a passive perception of 10, you notice them.
Got it.
You notice
probably-
you notice they're in the space.
I'm
They're
definitely
sneaking
not
up on you.
noticing. I'm very focused on my meats and potatoes.
Okay.
You can take that choice.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walk in and immediately load up on a plate. And I will ask if there is ale or wine available.
Ale or wine?
Yep.
Yeah, you see this beefy-looking man. Bit of a tummy on him. Some nice solid build, but you can tell there's some muscle there. Blue skin with these kind of fins attached to the side of his head. And he just looks at you and just, yeah, we got some things to drink. What are you looking for? Anything in particular?
I'm looking at like the plate just of like vegetables and meats and stuff, and a strong ale will go with this. Thank you.
Sure.
I just shoving food in my mouth, and I just.
I look at him and I go,
Oh my god.
All right. The party group. Ale it is.
So it is. Thank you.
And
And I
then
will sit down at the table with you guys and start eating.
in eating without like even looking up at you. Good night last night.
Yes. Quite a good time. Thank you.
you didn't come home with the rest of us.
No, I'm afraid I decided to sleep there.
On the street?
No. Inside her room, of course. Not a dog.
Who's her?
At that point, Wolfgang kind of like stops and looks at Rangoon. Her?
And write down her name. I don't know.
Oh, an intelligence check.
Typical. I don't know. I think this is pretty great, actually.
We're halfling.
He's a very smart man, so I
15.
want to give him. Huh?
15.
Her name's Evie.
Evie, that's right. That's right.
It's like the Pope.
That was generous.
Anything 10 or lower, I was like, nah, you don't remember.
Evie, huh?
He's a smart man.
We're all smart men.
Yes. Stayed at Davey's, rested, got up, came here.
Good for you. Back to the food.
Your ales are brought forward.
Lift it up.
And I slam it down before the guy can leave, and another, please.
Oh man.
I see him do that and I go, oh, me too.
I do not. I'm going to drink it like a normal person.
Bottomless pits, you lot. All right. Leaves.
And then I'm going to go.
Nice.
But more impressive than that.
Okay.
It would have been more
I mean,
impressive than that.
yeah, that was on
That was
call.
pretty
That
good.
was awesome.
It wasn't bad for the moment.
Whenever, if any of you want to wake up, and
I will get up.
you can join or do your own thing.
I had told the group that breakfast was included in our
Yes.
stay. So everyone does know that we are able to get breakfast this morning.
I'll head down.
Yeah.
Sure.
Olo kind of drags his feet behind you, but
I probably woke up when Wolfgang was leaving, so I'll take a couple minutes to get ready, put on my nice big bow tie,
Oh.
go downstairs, notice that no one else is wearing theirs.
I have mine on.
Yeah, yours- oh, good.
I have mine on, and it is a flame going around on it.
Doesn't say prof anymore.
No, it doesn't say proof anymore.
I'll still, seeing that the cool kids aren't wearing theirs.
Damn.
Oh no.
I mean, arguably the only cool one at the table is the guy who got some. So
Yeah, I'll put it in my backpack.
Okay.
No, let's go join the meal.
all right.
just kind of give you guys nods as you come up to the table. I'm already on my second plate.
Once everyone arrives.
I'm not really coming down.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna ask Oz. I'm still working out a few things in my mind. Do you think you could pop down snares? Pop downstairs and maybe grab me a bite or two. You can switch back.
I don't think that was going to go over very well, but sure. What would you like to eat?
Try to stay invisible.
Of course.
But if they have any plums, that'd be great.
I should see if I can locate some plums. Goes invisible.
Callus is laying in bed, thinking
Okay.
still.
All right.
He's a late riser.
Grabbing some room
Get
service
some-
here.
Yeah.
Has Darik come down?
Yes, he came down with you.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, what are we gonna do today?
Yes, that was going to be my question. That's kind of
Well, that is a good question.
Maybe we should come up with a fighting name.
Oh,
Like for our group.
Yeah. We're gonna have to fight our way out of here. And they said whoever does it has to do it with style. So maybe we...
I have no intention of fighting my way out of here.
Really?
Well,
You're gonna stay here?
no, I'm not doing that either.
so what's your plan to get out of here?
I think I've made it pretty clear what my intentions are of this place.
Through the.
Revolution, I'll say as I set
Okay.
my plate down on the table.
So then, what are the first steps towards that?
That's a good question. Well, the way I see it, we know of this Kharkov and his rival, Ulia. I say we start there.
Maybe we could brew something between them.
Well, Kharkov mentioned he has an army,
Right.
or something to that extent. Chances are, if he has a rival in Ulia, she also has an army. What do you think the chances are of us commandeering that army?
What makes me concerned is, I mean, last night you saw that bull guy with those mechanical monsters he had. I mean, who knows how many the Barons have? What can our armies do against all of that?
I mean, you do present a good point, but from things that I've seen and read about, oftentimes constructs of those nature have a source. You stop the source, you stop the constructs.
I mean, I think that's fair. I was thinking of something similar. Heading straight to the source. You know, we're pretty handy ourselves, I've noticed. But against their sheer numbers, I don't think we stand a chance. They also seem pretty prideful. So maybe we challenge them. You know, champions kind of fight.
Or you do what I did. You sleep your way through it.
Ew.
So a champions kind of fight.
No, hear me out. That lady,
Oh, but she did have the hot
that lady
stomach.
bear in there seemed to
You're
have
right.
taken a liking to you. And if you did note, when they split up, all of those automatons followed her.
Presently,
Get
the
in
only one who saw that was actually Kylus.
Right.
Sorry.
I did not see that.
Gab.
You saw them all leave together. Yeah, and then while Kylus was outside, he saw an argument take place, and when they split, they all followed Safala.
Yes.
So
It was
you do present an
That's okay.
interesting idea. She wasn't bad to look at either. I mean, I could take one for the team in that regard.
A couple more patrons come into the space and sit down. 2 individuals.
How close are we to that buffet line?
7-8 feet away.
Okay.
You guys are sitting close by. Unless you wanted to choose something else different.
No, I'm fine with that.
Okay,
So I'm about 7 or 8 feet from it.
more or less.
Okay.
Oh god. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm worried.
So,
Already considered.
real quick, his invisible friend, he's down there.
You don't know.
You sure about that?
100%.
He's invisible?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You say so.
So confused.
He's been invisible quite a bit. Unless you're doing something.
I'm always doing something.
Yeah.
Okay, so our options are fight or fuck. Is that it?
I mean, I think we work together really well as a team. So if we challenge the Barons,
Challenge them how?
I mean, the bull, the lady, whatever. 6
but-
on 6 match. 7. How many are we? 7 on 6. 8 on 6. We're 8 people right now.
Who's to say though that if things start to get rough for them, they just call in an army and tell us to fuck off? It's their place.
Yeah.
And why would they ever want to fight some lowly people like us?
Yeah, I don't think they have any obligation to fight us, and I don't think that, I mean, as prideful as that one did seem, if I was him, I wouldn't risk it all for pride.
Okay.
But what if we did give them a reason to risk it all?
Such as?
Maybe a melding of the two plans. What if we get...
Does this still
Those-
involve me sleeping with that attractive elf woman?
I mean, if it comes into play, sure.
Okay, continue.
Sure. But what I'm thinking is we get... Perhaps we shouldn't speak of this yet.
In that moment, Wolfgang, you hear a behind you,
How close behind me?
within 10 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around,
Nothing there.
kind of narrowing my eyes. In mid-conversation, I just stand up, start essentially looking around the room.
Is everything okay?
No.
As you turn around and look at the buffet, there's something almost right in front of you. You can't see it, but you feel almost like an energy or a vibration from it.
Okay. I kind of casually walking towards it, almost with the intention. It's at the buffet.
Seems close by, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna walk towards the buffet and with the intention of seemingly getting a another plate.
Mhm. As the hulking gentleman, their back is turned at the moment, and you see a plate just, and then it starts to disappear, and then a little potato.
Going to casually make my way closer to it.
He's walking like so slowly that I'm like, can I just be looking at what he's doing? Like,
I mean,
Yeah, like he's
we were
stood
in
up.
mid-
We're all
Yeah,
just
you
like,
were
I'm
in
watching it.
conversation.
Yeah,
He
he's doing
stood
it.
up and is everything okay? No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right after
You're-
I say we shouldn't have this conversation here.
Yeah, you're close enough.
Close enough to this.
Sure.
I'm gonna reach out and grab it.
All right. Roll me a athletics check. Would you do the honor since you have the stat block?
Yes.
-23.
-1.
Were you using acrobatics or athletics? 'Cause
I was using athletics.
Either way, it's not going to be to 23.
Acrobatics would be a 5.
Yes. You grab this creature by like the base of the wings that are attached to their back, and boom, the invisibility fades from this individual, and you see in your arms, in your hand, is this devilish-looking blue creature.
can we see it?
Now you can.
A lizard!
Does he
I jump out of the chair
reach
with
out
my
to me
sword ready.
telepathically?
Yeah, you hear. Oh shit!
So
Yeah,
I grab it and I
eyes
just,
above.
I just kind of like,
Oh, don't
so it's
hurt
face
it!
to face.
Oh, hello, hello, hello.
Yes, heard it. It's a devil.
Why would-
It's not a lizard?
Are you a devil?
You're the group you spoke of.
Who spoke
Who's
of?
Eynon?
I'm not supposed to speak without him present.
That's-
That thing belongs
that's
to
fair.
Kylus.
How about this? I tear your wings off, or you tell me
Ooh.
who you serve.
You hear a thud from a door upstairs, and then
Like almost falling down.
yeah. Kylos comes down, and there's like bed sheet around his waist, and otherwise he's naked. Like a pan flute in one hand, and he's like, "Wait, everything's fine, all right? That's just a friend of mine,
This is your
This
friend.
is a friend of yours?
very good friend."
Just like
I release him.
You're friends with the devil?
I'm pretty
Not
sure
the
it's a
devil.
lizard.
I'm a devil. I'm a devil.
And, well,
Still.
technically, there's many devils, but
Yes,
the she bears a very good point.
This is not how I intended this to go down. He like ties the sheet a little more securely.
Is this a friend of yours?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You may have.
I immediately just go to the buffet and start making a plate again.
This is the group you're speaking of.
Yes.
Is he the one that doesn't care?
Yes.
She very clearly does.
She's very concerned about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get up in his face,
Right.
like sword up.
All right, so dramatic.
I'm keeping my sword on the devil. Oh, I cast see invisibility.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you do, you can see it hasn't moved. It simply went invisible. It's still on Kylus' shoulder.
Why are you associating yourself with devils?
He's an old friend, all right?
So you're an old friend of the devil. What does that make you?
I don't understand the
Are
big
you
deal.
with the cult of the Blood Lord?
No, they're demons. Oh my god.
As I'm making a plate, I don't really see what the big deal is here.
I whispered to Wolfgang.
Actually, you are right. They are.
Okay, so that's not a lizard.
I always
Sorry.
get the two mixed up.
I'm like across the room.
Oh.
Phil,
Buffet. Did you
Ness.
join me at the buffet?
Well, I
everyone present.
ran up when I thought you
This
was a lizard.
is Oz.
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 Waste my spells.
I didn't tell you to cast.
Oz is my familiar.
Yeah, that checks
You're
out.
familiar.
Yes.
How did you even meet?
Oh, it's been so long, I can't quite remember. I do believe I rescued you from a tower.
Near a tower. You rescued me from
Shadow folk of some kind?
something of the sort. Yes.
Yes. But yeah, well, that's how we met. Saved his life. He felt the need to repay the favor, so we went into a contract together.
You made a contract.
I made the contract. Yes.
At that moment, you notice on his wrist is a golden bracelet that matches a collar of similar design.
Do you work for him?
Well, if there's anything,
I'll like pull it and like this ethereal chain will appear. I'm like,
so Wolf King, here's the slaver that you should be concerned about.
I'm not a slaver. We have an arrangement.
Slaver? to this. Are you a slave?
Of course not. I'm a servant.
Oh, he just
Oh,
says
he
that it's
works
fine,
for
but
you.
we give you all the evidence
Yes.
in the world that people aren't slaves here.
All right, you're all pretty fired up. I thought you'd be a lot more calm after you got lucky last night.
Ah.
Let's just say I'm
You got
feeling.
lucky last night, huh?
Yes, and let's just say I'm feeling a little more exhilarated today.
You are glowing, sunshine.
Good for you.
Well, I think it's great you have a friend.
I think it's not fair to judge someone by the way they look. All right, and just because he might look like a devil, it doesn't mean he acts like one.
Why is he collared?
It's the only way I can keep him safe, really. It keeps us tied together.
It is true.
Allows me
does
to-
he have any connections with, Orcus?
No, of course not.
By gods, no.
Devils and demons are kind of... So,
Yes, they are kind of at war with each other constantly.
If he wanted to leave your service, could he?
of course.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
So if I were to get another familiar, I feel like they'd be far less useful than you was.
Please, you flatter me.
The only other ties he has is just to my father.
How so?
Wow, that's a really complicated question.
So has he been with us this whole time?
No, he hasn't. He was trying to, but I couldn't quite bring him to me at the time. We were separated when I was captured.
I've been searching for him since.
Nesta, how big of a deal is this for you? On a scale of 1 to 10.
He's kind of cute.
I mean, it's kind of going down.
He is
a little
kind of
bit.
cute, you're right.
It started higher and now it's.
I hope
Okay.
that's not offensive.
Where are you at?
He looks like a lizard.
I'm at like a 4.
Professor?
Yeah, as long as he's not. Again, apologies. Demons, devils, they get mixed here and there. But as long as there's no connection to Orcus or any such that, fine with me.
I will keep him in line. He's a bit of a Riley one sometimes.
Yeah.
Coming from you.
You know me.
Quite a party animal too.
Maybe we should be asking him to keep you in line.
That is fair.
Excuse me. That was rude.
I only speak the truth.
I'm starting to like him more and more.
I don't know
Maybe
how
I
I
should
feel
go
about this
drinking out with him
anymore.
tonight.
Oh, yeah, I was quite the wingman last night.
I think I taught you a thing or two of being a wingman.
You really did, honestly.
If anyone has wings, it's me.
That's fair.
Always.
At that point, maybe not noticed by people, I'm trying to sneak around back and just get a real close, like, inspection kind of behind Kylus's back.
Sure, go ahead and roll stealth check.
23.
Okay.
Are you looking for
you're
wings?
Sneaking around.
Yeah, well, I'm just kind of I've never seen such a thing before, and my curiosity is getting the better of me.
You're looking
So-
at Kylus? Or...
No, I'm-
Oh my god, I was like...
I know, he's
Pulling up the bed
It's like
sheet.
pulling up the
He's
bed
currently-
sheet.
he's got a bed sheet.
I'm not that curious.
You tiny pervert.
How much of a bubble
I'm
is that?
curious.
bud?
I'm curious
Oh, it's
about
thick.
the familiar.
Okay.
And then especially
Is
like,
there anything in particular that you're looking for? Or?
well, I'm trying to inspect the chains. I'm trying to just kind of study.
So the chain that had appeared, it was like this magical tether that appeared and then disappeared. It's not
Yeah.
visible anymore.
Was I able to try to grab at it when it appeared?
Not presently. I'm gonna say it was mentioned too far long ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you. All right. I'm just kind of hiding out back. Just
I mean, looking over
Looking.
this individual, they have essentially a tail that extends behind them that has a stinger at the end, 2 leathery bat-like wings, bluish tint to the skin, bald head, kind of pointed ears, completely black eyes,
No, they are yellow with slits.
yellow with slits. Small,
Interesting.
tiny.
Again, why is the tether, the leash, the collar necessary?
We can share senses.
You can't do that without the collar.
No, I can't. It's required to keep our souls connected.
Okay. I think I can come around with this for now.
He did do a bit of legwork last night, by the way.
What does that mean?
He went and...
Do you want to put some clothes on first?
Actually rather comfortable. I'm a bit hungry, though.
Oh, yeah. He flies over, brings a plate over to you of... It's not as full as you probably wanted it, but he got some food for you.
Alright. I'll, like, take a piece of potato and put it in my mouth. I think maybe we should go somewhere a little more private. I think we're creating a bit of a scene as he, like, looks around the room.
There's two individuals. One of them is like... the food, like, falls off the fork.
At that point, I'm probably caught out of my stealth as I try to, like, lift a wing. And, like,
Oh, sorry. Excuse me, small one.
Okay, small one.
Fair.
All right. Let's finish eating and then go to somebody's room.
I shall prep a room.
That is freaky.
Alright, then.
He seems like a good enough sort.
He really is a fun one. I think you're gonna like him. I think you're all gonna like him.
We should probably get him a bow tie.
I actually have someone working on something for him. A wee coat.
Who do you have making these coats for you?
Right, I should get to that as well. I had quite an enlightening snack, or it was a muffin really, with a whale and a monkey.
That monkey
How
from
much did you
before?
have to drink last night, buddy?
Yes, what did you do
That
afterwards?
doesn't... Alright.
Wait, that
I
kid
understand.
who was spying on us?
What?
That guy who was spying on us?
Well, yes.
All right.
But also no.
There was a monkey spy.
So wait a minute.
See, it doesn't sound so
You
far-fetched now, does
ditched
it?
our dope-ass party night to go hang out with that guy who was like super mad at us?
If I knew that that was going to happen, I would not have done it. I thought I was on my way to the Glow Den, and I was going to beat you all there. But I happened to end up in a very shifty neighborhood.
For the record, he had every right to be mad at us. At that point, looking at the two of you.
What?
Yeah, he's not very happy with the two of you.
Oh, because we tried to mind.
Because you tried to magically manipulate his mind.
You really
Yes.
did.
That
He
is
was
kind of
spying
messed
on
up.
us. Why did I have any reason to trust him?
That's a good point too.
That is actually a good point. Didn't think about that.
So wait, so now this guy, so he makes
He's-
coats?
No, Pim does. But he was more just curious about our group.
Time out. Privacy.
I was
Alright.
going to say your room is ready.
Alright, well, snack for the road.
Did I get my second beer?
Yes.
I'm picking up.
I'll grab a drink too.
Yeah. Anyone who wants a drink, anyone wants food,
Yeah.
you got it.
Fantastic. All right.
The room is prepared for you all. It's Kairos' room.
Alright, well, let's
I
all
go
get
in
comfortable.
and sit down.
Two different beds. There's they're kind of a small tea table, and then two chairs there as well. If anyone wants a seat somewhere.
Wolfgang will be
I have
standing.
to say, I was in a much better sleeping situation.
I'm sure. I'm a bit jealous. You still have a few things to teach me because I struck out, and you seem to have no problem with the ladies.
Years of practice, we'll say.
Alright, well, next time you're my wingman, alright?
I guess I should let you have some of the fun.
I think
All right,
so.
that's enough. So, anyways, your story.
Right, so...
Tired of you comparing dicks.
He really didn't get lucky last night, did he?
Not so.
All
In
right.
my own way.
You were talking about coats.
Right, coats. Pim. Pim's making me a coat. I did join a gang, I suppose,
What?
last night. Look, they're really cool, alright?
Bruh. You can't be in two gangs. You're already in our gang.
Well, I think we should all be
Since when
in
are we
this
a
gang.
gang?
There's
Oh,
already
no,
a
it
gang.
What would our name be?
A
if we
troop?
were-
I don't know.
She actually mentioned that earlier. I think that's something we need to think
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, we should.
Wait, do they have a cool name?
Tailcoats.
Oh, that is
Not that cool.
This makes it sound like you're running away.
No, it's a coat with tails on it.
Yes,
Exactly.
but like
That's what
like
you wear,
turning-
you know, fancy
turning
functions.
tail.
Right, that could mean a lot of things, actually.
Actually,
see
okay.
So you're leaving our gang?
No, of course not. I wouldn't have come back if I was leaving the gang.
Again, we're a gang. Is that what you're saying?
Let's just roll with it for now.
Sure. Continue.
Right, so Cable runs a gang. He is not exactly happy with the situation that they have set up down here in Voxstrom.
Amen to that.
He wants to do some good for the people that live here. He spent his whole life here.
Revolution.
Right.
Okay.
Revolution. And it's not as crazy as it sounds. I do have a few ideas.
Do you?
All right, well, let's get to some action. I'm ready for it.
Well, let's get to some ideas, and then we can talk about action.
So
I think we come up with it better on the fly, really.
Frogden really has like a shotgun now.
Where did
How'd
you
that
get that?
I do love shooting from the hip, but I think we should maybe just lay out
What do you
kind
got?
of the players and a few options.
All right, let's hear it.
So, we have the Tailcoats, which I do believe we're all joining. I think we've already come to that conclusion.
What? No, we didn't.
But why not?
Not joining another
At
gang.
the very least, I want to talk to this Cable. What's
Maybe
his
we
name?
can affiliate our gang with theirs.
There we go.
Right.
I think we're getting hung up on the
Union of
titles.
gangs. We do need a name before we present that to him, though.
Exactly.
Right, you think on that.
Okay.
All right. So, there are the Barons, and then there is...
I met two of them.
Really?
Yeah.
What were they like?
One was angry. One was pretty hot.
Right, well...
If I could leave a legacy for them. There it is.
Kind of like you all rolled into one. All right.
We don't need to pair them up that much.
Anyways, so the Barons, hot and angry, and two others.
Frankly, I don't remember their names, so that's fine.
Right, I never met them, so we have hot and angry. We have the two others, which are big question marks at this point. We have Kharkov, and we have Ulia, who we've yet to meet. Kharkov alluded to the fact that they have forces comparable to the Barons, and he was open to an alliance of some kind with
Really?
Ulia. You were there. I'm
Yeah.
sure there are stipulations, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
We had a heavy night last night.
Mhm.
So, here's the rough idea of my plan without getting into specifics. So, we unite Kharkov and Ulia, get them to start a revolution against the Barons. Those two fight it out, and we swoop in at the end, take out any key players, and put Cable in charge.
The monkey?
Why not?
I mean, that was kind of where my plan was going, except I just had the two of them, the Barons, and then this revolution going together, and then we just slip out the back.
I like 90% of your plan. Yeah, I like those. With chaos comes opportunity.
Speaking of chaos, the 12 cages also comes into play.
How so?
Well, I'm not too sure what this means exactly, but it seems like a big event here. So I imagine all people are gathered and focused on one thing, which could be us, if we decided to enter. I'm not much of a fighter myself, but it seems like the majority of you are. We could be calling the shots from the arena, or whatever it might be.
I mean, I'll do what it takes to get out of here.
But I'm not sure when 12 cages is.
I think it's in about 4 days from now, more or less.
Things are lining up perfectly. So in those 4 days, all we have to do is strong arm some alliances and go from there.
Should we go to Ulia's then?
I'd like to speak to Cable first before we do any of that.
Yeah, he was not too happy with the two of you.
All right.
I know he was sneaking around, but
He did deserve it.
he seems like a stand-up guy.
No one deserves to be mind controlled.
It's true.
You guys are making me feel like a
That's-
really bad cleric today, you know?
It's just a little harsh in that circumstance.
I'm just saying, what if someone took control of your mind and told you to kill Olwil?
Hey, no
That's a bit
amount of mind
drastic,
control
but-
that I know can make someone kill someone else. All I did is help him open up to serve what we needed. We were in dire situations. I don't do that unless it's really, really important. As I cast Charm Person on him.
So, is this Cable willing to speak with us?
I'm not really sure, but I could send Oz over. He did meet him.
What if we
Maybe
told
you
him
could-
we're sorry?
You
I
might
mean, I
have to
wouldn't-
try a little harder. perhaps.
I wouldn't present it just like that.
Let's practice on our way over.
Really dig deep for that one, okay, you guys?
Just like how you were addressing Kailus's fear of heights. Just approach.
I mean, I
Hey,
wouldn't.
buddy. I'm really
I wouldn't approach it
sorry
like that.
I did to you.
That feels a wee bit condescending.
Exactly.
It's genuine.
Meet in the middle.
Okay, fine.
Wait a minute.
Let's.
We'll practice on the way over.
So
Okay.
you know how to get us there?
Of course.
Insight. Yeah.
Roll persuasion or deception, Kairos. Don't tell us which, just tell us the number.
24.
15.
Yeah, he probably knows the way. He's the only one who's been there.
All right.
The Chaos Crew. I like
Chaos
it.
crew.
Just out of nowhere.
All this conversation was happening.
Oh, she
We're
didn't, she didn't hear a word you said. He's
not-
explicitly been
I'm not
thinking
gonna
of
lie.
this the whole time.
That's not bad.
I know, I like it.
As she announces that, everyone in the base of your skull, you feel pressure just disappear. Like it was there for some time, and then you didn't notice it until it was gone.
Well, my brain seems to like that.
Mine too.
Mine?
Small headache I was nursing is gone now.
I don't get headaches.
We can make our own coats.
I'm
I mean,
kind
I'm
of curious what these
partial
coats
to
look
the
like, but okay.
coat that's on the way.
One step at a time.
What if Cable makes the coats, and then we get
Well, let's see how good a coat this guy makes.
then maybe we get an emblem on it.
Ooh, I like that. Insignias.
Ooh,
Okay.
branding.
We'll be the chaos
Brittany kind of
crew
reared her head there for a second.
of the tailcoats.
Sure.
Tailcoat chaos.
Now we're just reaching too much.
You know, I like
All
this.
right.
Let's just go.
Let's we can talk more about this on the way.
But
Where are we
there's no
going?
bad ideas when you're in a marketing meeting, okay? Just throw
just
them out
follow
there.
I just have one more question. Where did you all get those bow ties from last night?
Do you want one?
No, I was actually hoping to get some clothes. I think maybe we should blend in a little bit more. We do.
Kind of look down at my
stand-
full armor.
Do we not blend in?
Am I not blending in right now?
No.
We look like sore thumbs.
What?
Which is strange because you guys glow the least.
So we need to glow more.
You notice just about every single citizen in this town has something glowing on them. Some sort of accessory, you know, a shirt with an interesting design on it, something that kind of gives a flair of personality or an idea of who they might be or what they think about.
And the bow ties aren't enough?
I mean, it could be.
Should we go see Danny and what's his name?
I'm gonna take my bow tie and tie it into my ponytail.
Wherever fake Kylus took us.
Fake Kylus.
It's a long
Yes, we
story.
told
Yeah,
you.
Kyle's number one.
I don't enjoy this at all.
Well, maybe
Is
if
he
you
dressed
were
yet?
around.
No.
No.
Make yourself proper and hurry up and let's get going. I'm actually.
Real quick question.
We are on our way to get clothes currently.
Where are we going?
We're gonna go get clothes apparently,
Okay.
and then we're gonna go reintroduce ourselves to Cable.
Okay.
And work on apologies on the way.
Okay, yes, thank you.
All right.
Oz kind of leans over, just, are you sure she's the cleric?
I think so. She's been full of surprises, if I'm being honest. Naked honey rituals and whatnot. This conversation is in our heads,
Yeah.
by the way. There's just like a knowing glance over each other.
All right. You all begin to proceed to forgot what I named it. A long time ago. A long time ago, being a week.
That one guy.
Sorry.
I also didn't write it down.
I just
You go to a tailor's place. You know this.
It was like
is-
somewhat similar to Danny.
No, Danny was fake Kyle.
No, Danny was fake Kyle's, but I think
The guy's name is Murray.
Murray. That's right.
What his shop is, I don't remember.
Who cares? You know his name.
You're just
It's
working-
called
it's just
Murray.
Murray's.
It's called Murray's. He's an old Jewish man.
It's Murray's. No, it's Murray's Glow Tech.
Murray's Glow Tech.
Really feel like you're missing an opportunity for an old Jewish man voice, but okay. I approve this message.
I've already established his voice, so I can't change it.
fine.
Murray.
Come on, Mary.
As we walk in, I'm gonna try and do that thing if I can talk in my mind to Darik. See
Yeah.
if that works again, and go, Darik.
Do you roll your dice for it?
I don't know.
I've been wondering how familiar you are with this ability. It is one of your features. You were able to establish a telekinetic link
Yeah.
for a certain amount of time with
that
people.
might be somewhere else.
Or telepathic, not telekinetic.
Whoa!
Sort of floating people around.
Yeah, dark.
Kyla says to apologize, so there.
That's pretty good.
No, it's terrible.
I'm sorry.
Just
You know, there's no H in the word sorry. Sorry.
Just
Okay.
look at me in the eye and just say,
Psionic. How much is the psionic energy?
I'm sorry for
P6, right?
influencing your mind.
Okay.
Last night, bad things happened.
All I really have to do is roll a die to
This
see how
determines
many
for
time.
people.
influencing your
Yes.
mind.
So you could connect with up to 6 people.
I'm
You don't
sorry, your
have
mind's so
Okay.
influenceable.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. Darik,
to. Yes.
do you have any money?
I'll be better. I will.
You would
I'm
be.
sorry.
Professor has money for all
I know,
of
but
us.
she's not gonna
The list.
ask him to pay for
What
it.
if I?
He's going to.
Presently,
The pout
no.
might be good, actually.
You like it?
Yeah. It
Do
really
you think
makes
we
me feel
should
sorry
get
for
some?
you.
I mean, how?
I don't know, but I can't pay for any of these clothes. Last night the professor was really generous, but I don't want to ask him for stuff. Should we steal it?
This is going
I mean,
swimmingly.
I have no emotional ties to this place. We can burn as many bridges here as we want.
They
Oh,
having
that's
this
right.
conversation in the open.
No, we're doing it in our mind.
Okay, gotcha.
Everybody having mind conversations, failing at saying sorry.
I don't want to burn
What a
any
group this
bridges.
is.
Not literally.
Chaos girl.
I know, not literally.
Take it back. This makes sense. It's on brand.
Okay.
As you guys are walking to this location, you hear a very loud alarm essentially going off, and it is directly coming from the Baron's Tower. And you are seeing this massive corkscrew spiral rising up along the edge of the tower, continuing before it reaches the top and then keeps extending upwards.
Is there anybody by us as we're like walking by?
There's a few people nearby.
I'm gonna like hit somebody on the shoulder and you there. What's that?
It probably looks like some sort of prisoner exchange.
Prisoner exchange.
Probably bringing someone who broke the law down.
Oz, can you take a peek?
Of course.
Do people ever go up the exchange?
No. Exchange is a loose word. Someone broke the law. They're coming to jail.
But that's the way up.
Yeah, if you live.
What do you mean if you live?
The sentries, guards, that's the Baron's Tower.
Thank you for the information.
Tourists.
Thank you.
Keeps walking.
Tourists.
Do they get many tourists?
See, if you said thank you, but then without the head shake, that's how you should say I'm sorry.
I'm working on it.
Eventually,
Doesn't the nurse
You hear
preach
it stop.
forgiveness or something?
Yes, she does.
and the
I'm
alarm
erupting.
ends.
Alright, can you guys watch me for one moment? I'm going to hide in this alley. Just don't let anything happen to me.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Alright. And he'll lean up against the wall and his eyes will turn into the yellow
Ah.
slits.
I'll go in front
what
of him.
stuff
and
is
I wanna-
nearby that we can use to fuck with him?
Do I have a Sharpie? Can I try to take those stuff?
You tell me what you want to try and do.
Essentially the mustache Sharpie.
Sure. There are like bits of burnt wood nearby from someone who started like a bit of a fire outside
Great.
during the
Son of a
night.
bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you clean? You're clean shaven, right?
He is.
No longer.
Not anymore.
And you can't feel any.
Nope.
As you go to
I
do
am
that,
using someone else's senses.
as you go to do that, Wolfgang kind of gets ready to slap your hand and goes,
Wait, are you sitting?
No, he's kind of like leaned
Well,
up
then
against
you would
a
probably
building.
need to stand on someone's shoulder. in order
There's a
to-
trash can nearby that you can hop onto.
Don't help them.
Why not?
And then as soon as I give him like a real nice, probably a goatee,
Okay.
I'm gonna try to reset the scene perfectly and then play nonchalant.
Super easy to do.
Great.
Yeah, easy enough with the amount of time.
No rules necessary.
As you're looking through the eyes of your familiar, flapping forward, they're starting to get a little bit closer. Looking downwards, they're just getting over the northern river that heads towards the tower, and you're seeing this massive metal and stone gate. Probably extends somewhere around 25 to 30 feet up. Easy enough to begin flying over. And as Oz looks up, you can see these tiny little things in the distance flittering and floating about. Have him make a perception check. Or you get to make a perception check with his sight.
Yeah. 17.
17. As they start to get closer, you're seeing these cubes, these metallic cubes that have these kind of fluttering, like almost similar to that of a dragon, or not? Yeah, a dragonfly's wings. Just a bunch of them around there, and this cube is switching and rotating and alternating and kind of constantly in motion and fluttering about. And you see 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40. You're starting to see just massive clusters of these floating metallic structure. They're maybe like this big,
Okay.
but they're all over the place.
And does it look like a patrol, or is it like...
Hard to tell. They're not really like humanoid. They don't seem to have a pattern. They seem to be focusing on space. But there's a ton of them stretched out pretty far out.
Okay. Does it look like you could fly straight up and over them, or...
Potentially.
All right, well, it's his choice. I can't communicate with him. So...
High or low?
Low.
After a moment, he turns around and comes back.
Okay.
I rolled a 15.
It's probably the right.
I'll... What are y'all staring at?
Nothing.
You look
We
great.
were going over to the monkey's house,
We're
right?
waiting for
We're
you
going
to
to
give
shop,
us the
right?
news.
I tried to take a peek through Oz's eyes. There were these strange cubes flying in the sky. I think he got scared.
Did they look like those things that exploded in the mines the other day?
No, definitely not.
Well, maybe we can ask Cable about it.
We could. I'm beginning to think that... Well, I thought I could leave here, but maybe I can't. We'll see about it. Well, let's get some clothing.
After a moment, Oz does rejoin
Mm-hmm.
and just... Master, you do seem ever so slightly filthy.
What?
Across your face. You guys don't hear that.
I will, like, prestidigitate, like, just my face in general.
You don't get all of it because you don't really know what you're aiming
Okay.
for.
Yeah. He'll, like, find, like a...
Okay, if I see him doing that, I'm gonna take a rag over. And be like, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh.
You do have some schmutz on your here.
Wait.
I'm
Wait.
gonna clean your face.
Wait, that was a really good I'm sorry.
I'll
All right.
hold on to that.
We found it.
Yes.
You can even offer to clean his face when you do it.
That's what I gotta do. I will do that.
Yes, clean the monkey's
I will
face.
clean up his face.
Boundaries.
I
I
psychically
don't
say to
think-
Dark, these people are real weird.
That was a sentence I never thought I'd ever hear.
Is Olwell here?
Yeah.
Little baby
Okay.
all will.
Hi. Wow, good.
Yep. Hang
Kept
in
it
there.
down that time.
Yep.
And then as we walk away, Rengwin does a big pat on Olwell's back.
Oh, I heard that pat in my head.
Let's get close.
You guys go to Murray's. You're welcome to purchase whatever you need. How you're all purchasing it, it's up to you. 5-finger discount. Any silver you're feeling like using.
What's the going rate for a tunic?
Basic tunic upgrade, couple silver, about 3 silver.
Can you
10 silver equals a gold.
Can you add the glow onto existing clothes?
Are you asking Murray this?
Yeah.
He is now.
Well,
Well,
I suppose I could try. I've never tried doing it before. Your clothing ain't exactly glow tech, so I can give it a shot though.
I don't want you ruining this if it's going to go awry.
There's always a chance, so if it's sentimental, I might recommend hanging on to it.
That seems like a hassle. I'll take this cloak.
Sure thing, 2 silver.
I'll put the tunic on.
What are you looking at me
anyway.
for?
I'm
I
gonna
know one
put
of us
like
got a
my
bunch of money.
bag down
don't
out
have money?
in front before I go
You
in
have
and kind
lots
of
of
rummage
this.
through it, maybe hoping someone will
For all
kind of
of
notice.
us.
But then I noticed that I have gold. And I don't know where it came from. I don't know if somebody packed it for me, but I actually have 8 gold. So
Perfect.
you have starting gold.
I have money. And I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. Go ahead and subtract 1 gold, and you'd be adding, what would it be? It would be 8 silver.
Okay.
Anything you guys need to purchase here would come out to about 2 to 3 silver, depending on how much of an ensemble you want to build.
Get some glowing
8
boots.
silver?
Sure, absolutely. And it doesn't have to be the whole boot that's lighting it up. It could be this design of around the rim, streaking down, and then the base of the boots. You get to design it as you wish.
Lovely.
You get to choose the color, whether it's flashing,
Do they have
changing.
boots? Cool flashy boots?
Yeah, they got everything you need here.
I got flames on my boots.
Flame boots.
Yeah, you get to change it at will.
I'm gonna get a tunic and I'm gonna put little glowy stars all over it.
All right.
I'm so tempted to just go full gamer razor and
just
All right. You've acquired clothing.
all right.
So how much are we spending?
About 2 silver.
I'm getting a full outfit: boots, pants.
I want
Yours
boots
comes
and
to 4.
something else.
Okay.
If I want boots and one other thing, how much is
We'll
that?
keep it at 2.
Okay.
I go with my bow tie.
Okay. Yeah.
Failed to remove coins.
Help
Cool.
and-
Well, guess it was free. I'll try it again.
I'm gonna make my bow tie say sorry.
Do they have a
Okay.
Do they have cloaks, like hooded cloaks?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So she
That's
got boots
basically
and a
what
cloak.
I'm getting.
Okay.
Mine have these cool glowing spears on the back.
All right.
My boots and my hood look like they have just like lightning crackling on them.
Cool.
All right.
And mine's basically Obi-Wan Kenobi's robe.
Yeah. It's
But
got
it's-
the point.
But it's
to
purple
it. Yeah.
lightning,
Okay.
which I've seen in real life.
There you go.
Kylos kind of has a pirate attire, the classic open white tunic that's showing quite a bit of chest, slim fit pants with knee-high boots and a belt.
All right.
All right.
Scimitar at the side.
We all look sufficiently fantastic. Let's go.
All right. You're leading the way.
Yep.
'Cause he totally knows where to go.
Roll an investigation check.
All right, Oz, I'm gonna need your help with this. Just fly overhead.
Coast.
Just help me get back to Cable's place.
Right.
All right.
I'll tell you what. Flies up. Go ahead and have advantage with this check.
I was going to ask him to give advantage, but actually, I can't because I'm not proficient in investigation. Fucking hell. We're lost.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
With no modifiers. Just real quick, roll me a deception check.
All right.
Unless you're willing to admit that you're lost.
Not at first.
Okay.
25.
So Kyler.
This dude knows exactly where he's going. As you guys are walking along, it seems to be going on for a bit of a while before you're kind of like,
When do I note that we've passed by the same landmark before?
Well, so that's the thing. You haven't really passed by the same space.
Oh, okay. So at least you're not going in circles.
This town is very big. It's very large. There is a moment that, as you guys are kind of walking about, chatting here and there, Nessa, you get bumped into from just shoulder to shoulder. And this person just, sorry, keeps walking.
Sorry. I'll say.
I'm walking right
Getting
next
really
to
good at
talk.
that.
Do you look?
Yeah.
To them, I mean, sorry.
Do I look at
The
them?
person who bumped into you. Okay.
Because I'm practicing my sorries.
Yeah. As you look at this person, you see a dark-skinned female, half-elven, with these tattoos kind of all across their face. Essentially white tattoos. They almost look like scarring across their visage. You see it down along their hands and up their arms, wearing pretty ruddy clothing on. They seem to have a sash around that has a bit of a glow to it. That leaves like almost a trail of sparkle behind them. Hair's pulled back into a tight bun, this ruddy red hair. Their eyes are akin to that of a wolf in shape. And you flash back for a second.
Oh. Weird.
And she kind of looks at you up and down and be on your way.
Sorry. Yes. Mm-hmm.
She keeps walking.
I
You
would
are-
say that I'm walking next to Nesta.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go. You all right? What was that all about? Do you know that chick?
No. I thought maybe she knew me. But no.
I'm gonna mad dog that woman as she walks away.
She's not even looking at you.
I don't care.
Okay.
You are getting better at your sorries, though.
Thank you.
That was quite good. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Work on it.
I don't think you have anything to
Speaking of
apologize for. Personally.
How long until we're there? Are we close?
Right. We're probably at least
He has no idea where we're
part
going.
of the way there.
That hesitation. I don't think he knows
There
where
is no
we're going.
hesitation. Never hesitated in my life. Except for right now, because I'm lying.
Can I
and
tell
I
if
have
he
no
doesn't
idea
know
where
where
we
we're
are.
going now?
as he openly admits.
Okay.
Oh my god, why is this place so confusing?
Underground. All I know is which way is west. I'm not sure.
Let's put our brains together, shall we?
I wasn't entirely sure how long I wanted to just watch this happen.
Ah.
And as you look up, sitting up in some rafters of a relatively deconstructed building, with one foot hanging off the edge, just leaning against it, is Cable.
Wolfgang looks up. That's pretty good.
All right?
It's only day 2, so still trying to learn the city.
Sure. That's a big place.
I stand next to Nesta with my bow tie.
I did speak with them.
I have a bow tie. It already says sorry.
You're not gonna say it?
I'm just looking at you.
God damn it.
His name's
Cable.
Huh?
We're sorry. Sorry.
Is Nesta laughing?
Both Brittany and Nesta. We're sorry. We're sorry.
I mean, still the worst apology that I've ever gotten.
I tried to rehearse with them.
The bow is actually really impressive. It's not what I was expecting.
I go for a subtle fist bump.
Are you gonna take us to your cake muffin factory now?
That was the weirdest thing I've just heard.
Coat Muffin Factory.
Well, you hit a number of things that actually are pretty familiar to me, so strangely, I get what you're talking about.
We have some things to talk about with you.
Yeah, our gang v your gang. Collab.
Not quite. We're uniting the two gangs. This isn't going to be.
Oh, you've got a gang now.
We've had
Well,
a gang
I'm in
this
your
whole
gang.
time.
You are in my gang.
And I'm in their gang.
And we're worried there's a conflict of interest.
We're
I
hoping
mean, I think
that
we have the same
the
interest.
tailcoats would be so kind as to absorb and subsidize our gang.
Yeah, we're Renguin's renegades.
No, we're the Chaos
We're
Group.
the Chaos Group.
That's dope too, though.
I don't really like that. I was partial to Chaos Brigade if we were going to have some
Change
variations.
the-
Sounds like we've got a little brainstorming to do. Maybe let's do it at the DL.
Yeah, let's do that.
What's a DL?
It's down low. It's the place where we hang. Let's go.
We just got back from underground.
No,
No,
we're
where you can go to be quiet, discuss in private. You know.
Yeah.
All
Duh.
right. I'll take you guys where you need to go. You weren't too far off. You just started heading towards the barrel mine.
I still have no idea where we are.
I've got you.
Well, it's lucky we found you.
sounds like he
I
found
think
us.
yes.
I would like to properly introduce myself. Name's Cable. I am an anthro-beast. So,
All right.
Very cool.
welcome to Voxstrom. Let's get moving.
Professor Philson Olivier. It's a pleasure.
You can call him Phil.
No, he can't.
How about
I'm-
Pref?
I'll accept it in this circumstance.
All right.
You can call him Ollie. Ollie works too.
Don't you dare.
I'm Renwin. This is Darik.
It's nice to meet you too.
I'm Nesta. This is Olwil.
Huh?
Wolfgang.
Singular name. Respect.
I'm gonna do my best Wolfgang impression.
We all said single names.
Frogman.
Single name. Respect.
I mean, we have last names. We're just not telling you.
Oh, all right. I don't have a last name, so let's go.
Either way.
He cartwheels and leads ahead.
Wow.
It's Willy Wonka,
Told you.
motherfucker. Let's go.
He's a nice guy.
I was thinking more like a Jungle Book.
Sure.
Now I'm the king of the swingers. He takes you out to the DL. You guys start to head into a bit of town that starts to get a little ruddier. As you guys are walking along, Cable kind of like falls backwards a bit and meets up with you and just, did you talk to them about the ticking? Or do I need to let them know?
I will let them know. I
Okay.
thought Victoria might still be out hunting.
Nah, she's back. She usually doesn't go out during the day.
Alright.
I know it's always dark down here, but
How loud is this conversation?
very quiet.
I think it's better coming from you. Like, I had a tough time kind of believing anything I was telling them about last night.
Yeah, I'll let them know. Oh, wait! Before we go inside. Inside? What the fuck happened to me? I'm back. We've got a bit of a space issue, but there is a room kind of off limits. Don't really want people going in there. It's a little bit more for your safety than anyone else. It'll have a big old green X across it.
Does
So
it have a bunch of knives in it?
She's not too
you're
far
not
off.
wrong necessarily. You can pass by the door. It's fine. Just don't go inside. If you hear ticking, like a clock.
Knife bombs?
No, it's not a bomb. I don't think they're a bomb. If you hear ticking, just move away. Right?
This sounds dangerous.
It is.
awesome.
It's just what I'm letting you know. But it's fine so long as you don't, push the envelope.
Fair enough.
Just don't open
Yeah,
the
we've
knife
never
bomb.
pushed it on.
No, not once.
We'd
Don't
like to
seem like
remind
that type.
everyone that we are guests here.
Strictly business.
I was promised a muffin and a coat. Carry on.
Well, yeah. Pim's got plenty left over.
Love it.
A coat. So you're joining.
What do you mean?
If you're getting a coat, you're joining the tailcoats.
There's an oath and everything.
Oh, he didn't mention that part. Let's talk when we're there.
I've been working on an oath.
All right. Let's host this. Leads you in, into the space, and you see across the way in a slacks, tunic shirt, giant almost 8 foot tall, white skinned, whale humanoid individual who turns and just squeals at the sight of how many people are walking into this space right now.
Kind of like
And she starts running over to you all and begins like shaking your hands gleefully, just like, oh my gosh, we have so many people joining us today. I can't believe it. Picks you up in one shake and starts shaking your whole body. And is, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
That was a good apology.
You're so cute.
Thanks.
She drops down on her knees and gives you a big ol' hug.
Okay, nuzzle in.
All right, this is Pim. She's very excited to see you lot. We don't get a lot of visitors here. So, yeah, it's Pim.
I kind of like her.
Yeah.
She's the lovable sort.
Seems that way.
Let me get your coat. He runs off, bringing out this large coat. It has long extended sleeves, extends downward, has good heft to it, completely black, and a smaller coat for Oz.
Oh.
Hands it to you. You can go ahead and add a tailcoat into your inventory.
It's a nice looking coat.
It's pretty good. Actually, he puts his on, and it kind of starts to light up around. And it is this amalgamation of, like, different clicking gears and screws that kind of tick together and then eventually form into the shape of a monkey head and then rotate back out. And it kind of repeats this image.
So, Kyla's told us a little bit about your gang,
Huh?
but you're trying, you want a revolution?
No. What's this on about?
I heard you
Is
guys
this
were
about the question you
revolting
asked me
against
last
the
night?
barons.
it is.
No, we won't fucking touch the barons. Well, we will, but revolting? No, we don't. We've don't got the manpower. We're not strong enough.
What if you did?
If I did, I don't know if I'm interested in the revolution, but I don't know.
All right, well, tell us a little bit about what you're trying to do.
I don't know. Make life a little better for the little people here. The ones who can't stand up for themselves. Cause a little chaos in the mix. You know,
That's the name of our gang.
causing chaos.
We're good at that.
Chaos crew.
Are we?
Chaos crew.
So, do you want to see the surface?
I mean, I've been interested in it, sure. I've never seen it before. I've got curiosity, sure.
If you were in charge, would you have free exchange from the surface to the underground, whatever this is called?
I mean, if Tongton wouldn't stop it, sure.
Let's say Tongton wouldn't stop it.
Yeah, why wouldn't I? I'm not about to keep people where I want them.
Do you want them here?
I would like to create a town where people want to be in.
And how does that look?
Get some of that luminescence off the streets. Clean that up a bit.
So if we were to join your gang, merge gangs as it were,
A gang merge.
a gang merge,
Sure.
what would be the first thing you'd ask us to do?
I've actually been working on that.
By all means, I didn't think this was going to happen to me today, so
Are you the leader of his gang now?
No. I'm his idea, man.
it's a communal space. All ideas are welcome.
What do you got?
Well, I don't think you're quite thinking on as grand a scale as I might be.
Well, to be fair, there was only 2 of us here 3 days ago.
Wait, there's only 2 people in your gang?
Well, she won't admit it, but technically there's 3. But she doesn't listen to a word I say, so.
Him?
No. Pim and I are teammates, partners.
Who's the third?
She's in that room.
With the knife bombs?
There's no knife bombs. There's no knife bombs. No knife bombs, no bombs. There are knives, but no bombs. Well, actually, that's a lie too. It's not actually a bomb. It could be a bomb, but it's not going to be a bomb.
Make a knife bomb.
I think we should look into knife bombs.
Wait, we're getting off topic.
I think we're getting a little hung up on knife bombs
Hold
here,
on,
folks.
hold on. 3 days ago, I found someone who was down and out, bound on the luck. So I brought them back here and discovered some nifty things about them. They're not exactly right in the head. I don't entirely think it's her fault. It's partially why I was messing with Sophola and stole her thunder engine.
What are you trying to do with it?
Alright, I
You
don't
stole
think you're
a
going to bring that
thunder
up
engine?
quite yet.
Yeah, a small one. One that I think could help someone with a problem they've got in their chest.
So what was your idea?
Well, I did lay it out for you all earlier. I haven't quite told you my plan yet.
Sure.
So, Kharkov,
Alright.
Ulia,
Of course.
2 of them have quite a few people working under them.
I'll say.
Enough people that I think they could take on the Barons.
I mean, I don't know. The Baron's got a lot of might.
I have a lot of might.
They could be
They've got more.
convinced. I think the 2 of them might be willing to go against them, given the right incentives.
That'd be pretty impressive if you could pull that off.
Would that make the streets more peaceful?
No. Having them team up, I think it would shake the cage a bit. They're not exactly the play fair or fun types.
We don't need them to do that. We need them to fight dirty as they have to,
Yeah, but
take down the Barons.
are any of the little people gonna get hurt?
It's a revolution.
I thought that's the opposite of what we were trying to do.
I mean, I didn't even know a revolution was on the table. I don't entirely know how I feel about this.
I think our plan is, in summary, we get those 2 to come together, we create some sort of situation where they go against the Barons, and while they're busy duking it out amongst themselves, we swoop in, cause chaos ourselves, and take out
all
those
of
that
them.
need to be taken out.
We put you in as the new Baron of Voxstrom.
The Baron. No longer Barons.
Singular Baron?
Named Cable.
Oh, you'd have Pim.
Come
And,
on.
and
Come on,
us.
share that. Well, that's a lot to think about.
The one hiccup in this that I see is Tongton. I don't know their motives, and I don't know what they want.
Right. I don't know if you've got the situation entirely understood. We're not. The Barons are figureheads. They're not calling the shots here. They're carrying through whatever Tongton says.
So that's what
But
I
this is a prison. Always has been. Even with the amount of free will we've got down here. We're not leaving. Every single one of us is down here for a reason.
Why are
the
you
people
here?
born here.
I was born.
That doesn't seem like a good reason.
There's more to it than that, but it's a touchy subject.
So, what I'm understanding is, if we're, well, it sounds like revolution is off the table because
I'm
we're
not saying it's off the table. I'm just saying it's a lot for me to think about. If you
Well,
just
but
give me a
even
bit of
then,
time.
sure, we overthrow the Barons, but then an entire city?
Well, I have an idea about that.
Yeah, I do too.
The one thing I'm curious about, does Voxstrom, besides being a prison, provide anything for Tongton? I know Cass was mining. I'm not sure what that entails exactly, but
I mean, that's more something Kharkov facilitates himself. I don't know if it's specifically for Tongton, but no, they don't really ask much of us. They throw people down there when they need to. People they need to get rid of.
If I needed to get a message to the surface, would you know how to do that?
No.
Do you know somebody who would know how to do that?
I have someone who could try, sure.
Okay.
Oh, I did have one more question, maybe slightly off topic. Those fluttering cubes,
Oh, yeah.
what are those?
They're a type of security system.
Hmm.
I'm sure you heard the alarms going off today. Yeah, so they were probably bringing some prisoners down into this space. That's usually when they're out, is when things open up. So, it's to keep people from messing with it. Also, if you ever find yourself inside that tower, anyone who's trying to go up through that walkway, all the way up to there, well, there's going to be a big old alarm blaring once that thing goes. And anyone who knows it's not supposed to be going off, well, they know something's up.
I'm going to use Divine Sense.
You get a strong, fiendish presence from Oz.
It's Detect Good and Evil as well.
Detect good. I believe Divine Sense catches Celestial, Fae, Fiend, and
But it says as an
Celestial
action you
Fiend
can
and
detect
Undead.
good and evil. But
Yeah.
That's what the spell.
It's
That's
like
Detect good and
That
evil.
the
particular
flavor.
kind of good and
Gotcha.
evil, yeah.
Yeah.
all I'm getting is from him.
We don't do it language anymore.
60
ahead.
feet.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Celestial, Fiend, and Undead.
I thought it did
11.
Fey as well.
Huh?
Does it do Fey too?
It does not catch
Okay.
Fae, no. You notice very faintly behind Nesta, maybe like a foot behind her, is like the haziness of purple. Like if a purple cloud kind of and was there, and it's present for a moment, and then fades away.
Cool.
I don't know what that is.
I'm just saying, I had 2 people in here, in my group, and then you lot walk in and say revolution. I think I would need to know that we've got more chips on our side before I agree to this. If you could get Udlia to team up with Korkov, I think I'd be down for this.
I
Right
thought you
then.
didn't like Kharkov.
I don't. If we're using him for greater good, then I'm down for it.
Do you think he can be used for a greater good?
I don't think he would do the greater good.
I think he's a piece on the board that we move around when the time comes. We take that piece off the board.
If we can try to make sure too that the people of this town, not a lot of them signed up for this. I didn't sign up for this.
That's why we were thinking of staging this during the 12 cages.
It's possible. The 12 cages is mainly a Barrowman event, but I don't know.
Let's say we have
Sure.
the Barrowman and Ulia's group, whatever they're called.
The fish mongrels.
Fishmonger. The Barrowmen
It
and
makes
the
sense
fish.
when you see him.
Okay. The fishmen and the Barrowmongers. Ah!
It's a big plan. I'm not gonna lie.
Continue. We
Yeah,
understand
there
what you're
on
trying to
mongrel.
say.
Barrels and fish.
Yes. Barrels come in, do their 12 cages. We'll be a part of it as well, to be on the inside, corroborating. And then let's say fish people come in and start causing a ruckus within this whole thing. Well, that's probably not a good thing for the Barons to be having going on.
Sure.
Barons come in, try to neutralize the entire situation, and that's when they try and do that. Both of them come together, attack the Barons at once, and then we can swoop in and pick off any of the leftovers.
So assuming it goes that way.
Now that is an idea.
Do you think the Barons would attend the 12 cages?
No, they don't care.
What if, as the professor was saying, all hell was breaking loose?
They'd watch.
Do
They
the
watch
Barons
from
ever
the tower.
participate in the 12 cages?
No.
What if someone challenged them to a duel?
Well, I can't speak for them, but Bull would probably enter, if anyone would.
Bull, huh?
Sure.
I have a feeling I know who that one is.
Do want to fight?
Bull would enter, Safala would watch. Jari might be there.
What could we do to entice all of the Barons to come to the 12 cages?
Or at least one of them, if we can goad Bull into competing.
Well,
And the point of the 12 cages is to select 12 individuals to go to the tower. And then they would be competing there, and the Barons would pick a champion.
Let's call him out. Say that he doesn't deserve to be in the tower because he's never tested himself without any of his mechanized friends. a
Or
real fighting ground.
we spread some rumors and tell a tale of a group that's going to be fighting in the 12 cages that's unlike anything they've ever seen before.
I say we get in his face and call him a bitch.
This isn't like you, Professor. You're usually more careful.
I kind of like both of these ideas.
I mean, who's to say you can't do both? Get him there, hurt his pride.
The more bait, the better.
Based on what I saw last night, hurting his pride is not going to be a challenge.
We have 4 days
like this
until the
idea.
12 cages. Is that right?
If today's the 23rd, then yeah.
So we have
Nessa? It's the 23rd.
It's hard to keep track of time sometimes.
Well, Nesta's a time genius, so if you ever have a question, you can ask her.
Well, shit.
No.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds impressive.
No,
There's that multi-class synchronergy wizard.
Time genius.
Maybe I am.
well,
I just want to make sure whatever plan we're hatching is actually going to help you help the little people. How little are they?
It's not exactly size or stature. It's luck. It's the cards they were dealt in their life.
It's a metaphor.
Okay. I know.
if the barons weren't around, I'm sure there could be a redistribution of wealth in the city.
I'm sure.
Would
Kharkov, taking out Kharkov or Ulia would do the same thing. The barons would be some big fish, but you've got options.
Would Tongton just send new barons?
That I don't know. These barons have been established as the first.
They're the first barons.
Yeah, it's a relatively new thing. Beforehand, every once in a while, the president of Tongton would come down and just supervise, look over, send their mechanical troops in,
Well,
call the city.
I don't
Yeah.
see why Voxstrom and Tongton couldn't have an excellent working relationship.
I can't speak for Tongton.
Yes, I can't say that Tongton will be enthusiastic of having the underground prison revolting against them.
Well, the people living down here were providing a service of kinds.
Such as?
Mining. Be a job, they'd be paid wages.
They're here for a reason.
The people that
They're
want to
here
stay
because
here.
they're thrown in here.
Well,
We've
people that,
established that.
well, some people want to stay here. So if they did,
If they don't want anything from Voxstrom, then they just throw them down over a cliff.
could also lead the whole prison out through, you know where.
I mean, there's also the labs.
Prisoners are used for a
labs?
purpose.
There's labs, underground
Always.
labs.
In this city?
Mm-hmm. That's where I was made.
You were made?
Yeah. I wasn't always a talking monkey.
Is that where the dragon is?
Yeah.
What were you before?
Wait,
Just a monkey.
I'm sorry. Did you... Dragon?
Yeah. Yeah, there's
This
a
seems like something that could have been brought up, I don't know, 5
It's-
minutes ago.
why it's down there, I don't know.
There's a dragon down
I've
there?
seen it once.
What kind of dragon?
It was white.
That's not good.
Professor? What does a white dragon do?
Well, white dragons typically.
Yes, you do. Thanks for checking. Yes, you do.
White dragons typically are evil in nature,
Oh, good.
as all most chromatic dragons are. And being as how, from what I understand, we're within the realm of the Frost Wilds, or at least close by to it, well, white dragons are very attuned to ice and cold.
So am I.
That explains the room. It was frosted over, but it had like all sorts of metal stuff all over it. It was like changed or something.
Sounds
Was
like
he
it's been
learning to
experimented
talk like
on.
you were?
Most
I
dragons,
did not interact with this dragon. I
Most-
got the fuck out of there.
most dragons can innately talk on their own. They're very intelligent creatures.
Yeah, I escaped. Me and Pim together. A bunch of us actually did, but Pim and I hung out afterwards. There's other experiments that happened down there, sure. That's partially what this prison was originally. It was a means of humanoid resources.
I asked
So
you
they
if you...
experiment on the people?
some people.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I wish it was.
Overthrowing this place sounds a little better now to you.
Right
doesn't it?
now.
All right, not at this moment, but yes.
Let's go. And I
So-
pull out one of my psionic blades.
Okay.
You had mentioned.
Where's this prison?
Knife bomb.
She
Okay,
basically is a knife bomb.
Currently in the prison, I believe.
The labs themselves.
The prison inside the prison.
The labs themselves.
We're not going to be able to go up and just poke a dragon.
Well, you don't need to necessarily poke the dragon. It's a very big space. I think there's 3 main labs facilities, but I didn't go in the other 2, and they're all interconnected. One of them actually leads directly to the tower.
Did you see who experimented on you?
Yeah, I've seen him. I killed him.
Nice.
Good for you.
Him or me.
Good choice.
But are there more people? There's more scientists down there.
Not in the facility we were in. That one I think is toast.
You said you might be able to connect me with somebody who could get a message to the surface.
Yeah, Icky Ian.
Icky Ian.
Icky
Okay.
Ian. Yeah.
I think you all need to work on your nicknames.
Well, he's Icky. He's gross. He's a fucking weirdo. That's coming from the talking monkey.
As long as we're all acknowledging the situation here.
I have a friend, let's call it, in Tonkton. Someone who's higher up.
All right, now we're talking.
I might be able to get a message with Icky Ian's help to this person. I don't know a lot of good, how much good that would do, but at least it's something. Maybe I can, I don't know.
How high up we're talking?
He's in the Treasury branch of the government.
Oh, shit.
And he's not a clerk.
Alexander Hamilton?
One and the same.
That could take a while to get the message there, but he could do it.
Be careful. You've only got one shot.
Or you might be able to send Oz.
I wouldn't go throwing it away.
Nope.
Sorry, musical references.
Was that a musical reference?
The fact that you don't know that too is.
Sorry, theater kids, my bad. Fucking A.
I didn't get it either, Paul.
Is it a fucking Hamilton reference?
Yeah.
You live under a rock?
Sorry, I haven't seen Hamilton. Sue me. Anyways.
The internet's gonna.
I know. They're gonna lose their minds. He hasn't seen Hamilton?
Free on Disney Plus!
I have Disney Plus. I've chosen not to watch it.
Oh,
You're
they're gonna
missing
hate you
out,
more.
man.
Anyways.
This is we've created controversy.
Cancel me.
What are we talking about?
Yeah,
I don't know now. Getting a message to
Tonkton.
Tonkton.
Yes, your buddy.
When you say...
Say it, Paul.
Really threw me off there. When you say you have... it will take a while, what does that mean?
Well, Icky Ian isn't exactly the most trusted looking sort.
How is he able to get a message to the surface then?
Well, he's able to breathe underwater.
What the fuck?
He's going to go out via the Echo Harbors. It's one of the more dangerous paths, but if you stay quiet, you avoid the Goliath eels, you know. You can make your way out to the surface.
Oh,
but
Goliath eels, that's good.
you got to be able to breathe underwater. Pim could do it. But Pim's not exactly the quietest. No, I'm not. Yeah, so.
Okay. Can you set something up with me and Icky Ian?
Sure. Yeah, I can set that up today.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wolfie, I do think Oz might be able to get it up there too.
So, I have a concern about that. You said there was those flying box things or whatever.
Well, he did say that they were only there when the tower was active.
Is that true?
Yeah. They usually pop out during that time.
Could a flying
disappear.
invisible lizard make it out through there?
Imp.
Do you have access to
no.
a flying invisible lizard?
His friend.
It's a devil. But anyways,
Same difference.
okay.
That was how I thought I could get out.
I like that idea. Not super keen on the whole icky Ian guy.
Sure, I don't blame you.
Can
He
we
sounds icky.
all go inside your ring?
That is a very private space, and I'm not about to have any of you in there.
So you're just gonna bail on the gang?
I could have done that already.
Pardon
I'm
everyone,
choosing to be here with all of you.
But
have
could you do it?
Not right now.
Can we have ourselves just a little private side conversation real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys usher over
Hello.
away.
What exactly are we doing? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, I've heard about 5 to 6 different plans and we're not committing to any one of them.
I think we have some avenues to explore.
We have to get a lot of things done before we can actually do anything.
I'd say step 1, Ulia.
But are we really... So, I understand now more the want for revolution and trying to overthrow this place, but I'm worried that if we attempt to do that, sure, we take the barons out and put Cable in place, and then Togden sends something down and crushes him.
That's where I'm trying to fix on my end.
That's where we would come in, and apparently his connections.
I don't know if my connection can do anything, but he's not nobody in the government.
We could be ambassadors for Cable.
It just... As a civilization, it doesn't make any sense to just fold over and have your former prison now be on equal terms with you.
I'm not saying equal terms.
It's certainly what it sounds like. Revolution usually means that you're trying to even the playing field.
Well, this place would still exist, regardless. But in my ideal world that we'd set up, Cable would be managing things. People would have jobs, they could get the drugs off the streets, and perhaps they could work out a deal that people that wanted to leave that hadn't committed heinous crimes could.
A vetting process.
Precisely.
How do we know all these people haven't committed heinous crimes?
We don't.
I mean, our new friend here committed no crime, yet he's here.
That's why I think we gotta take out that lab.
I'm fully on board with that.
See, that's the thing. We're deviating from...
I think that's a part of the grand plan here. The plan...
What if we break into the lab, we let all the animals free, and we ride that dragon out of here?
All I'm saying is that when we arrived here with the sole thought of just getting out and being out from the underground.
Yesterday?
And now we are starting to commit to overthrowing an establishment, destroying and breaking our lab with a dragon. Why are you nodding your head?
I'm agreeing with you. This is exactly what we're planning.
This is suicide.
You don't know until you try.
Have you fought a dragon?
Have you?
Small tussle.
I've read enough stories about bigger armies being felled by dragons to know.
Yeah, but they're keeping him in a lab, so he's got to be like...
What if we don't fight the dragon? What
Yes.
if the dragon fights with us?
Exactly.
I'm actually inclined to leave the dragon exactly where it is.
Yes, because what if it's some sort of living weapon that they're developing?
That's a really cool idea. Personally, I say we jump that bridge when we get to it.
Fighting a dragon is not just a bridge that you just hop onto and hope for the best.
Why?
Dragons are very powerful creatures. They're very smart.
But don't you think he'd be, like, indebted to us for breaking him out of jail?
No, because it could be, again, some sort of weapon that Voxstrom, Tolkien, whomever, is developing. If he said that it had mechanical components on it or some sort of modifications, and we see a bunch of automatons walking around the city, that leads me to believe that they have some influence on it.
All right, let's table the dragon.
I think that
We could
Kylus is right on
take a
this.
few wee baby steps. pay a visit to Ulia. See where things go.
Hey, I'm with you on that one.
All right. See?
To that
Feeling
effect,
like we're never gonna escape.
we push.
We're going
let's-
to escape in a grand
Let's take
fashion.
this snowball
We don't need
and
to
start pushing it down the hill. And see where it goes.
Let's sow some chaos.
Right.
Oz kind of touches your hand.
You do look lovely in that jacket, by the way.
Thank you very much.
What do you say, Professor?
I think this is utter bullshit.
I'm
We
glad
need-
you agree.
To find you a lady again. Getting all fired up.
Professor,
I'm
for
very
what it's
fired
worth,
up.
I'm with you on this. I think the soundest plan we ever had was to cause chaos between getting Ulia and Kharkov together, and in that chaos we can slip out. I think that's simple enough and actionable enough right now, and if we just pursue that in its simplicity, we can make something happen.
Exactly.
All right.
Let's get that going.
But what about the animals in the lab?
Let's,
Well, obviously this is something
Elena,
that comes down from
we'll get-
Tongton.
we'll get-
We have to be out in order to influence Tongton.
one step at a time.
He's right. We should see about that message then.
I don't know. There seems to me like there's a lot of politicking and bureaucracy going on when we should just be crushing things to get people out of
Penguin?
cages.
Why don't you go find the slab and have a talk with your dragon and let me know how it goes?
That seemed pretty condescending. I don't know if you really want me to do that or not.
No, I don't want you to because you'll get killed.
Yeah, I think that's a bad idea.
I don't. That's not step one of my plan, obviously.
Have you not heard the phrase level heads prevail?
No.
Clearly not.
All right.
I
First
have
thing.
I do think we are very new in town and new as a group and new at discovering what these new powers are that we're experiencing. I feel like maybe
We could use them to kick ass.
we could get stronger and come back.
How
And
long do you want to stay here, Nesta?
I'm saying we leave and get stronger. And then when we're freaking gods, when we're flying in the sky and we're crushing down giants, we come down here and we crush this freaking government.
Yeah.
That fucking did it.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
To Ulia's?
Who?
All right.
I ignore that and I start walking. I don't know where I'm walking.
And with that, we'll go into our first break.
Chaos crew!
Be sure to hang out in the chat for the giveaway.
Giveaway!
The giveaway.
Yeah.
We'll be
3
back
month
with you guys.
subscription for
Yep.
our
For
sharp
Sharp
dice.
Sharp boys. Never are
And we
not
will be
sharp.
back in a
Sharp
moment.
Rules for the giveaway will be posted in the chat.
Yes.
Goodbye, everybody!
And
Hey.
we're back. Congratulations to you who won in the chat.
Congrats.
You did the
Individual.
thing,
You
person.
did the thing with the stuff.
Now you get Sharp Boys.
Sharp boys.
Sharp boys.
Sharp boys.
Monthly Sharp Boys.
And lava girls? I don't know.
Maybe.
Shut up.
Thank you. Bringing us back into the
Boo.
moment. Boo. While our group
Just gonna find the D4.
find themselves a bit at odds with each other
It's over here.
in terms of approach.
It's too late.
During the retorts, the conversation, Wolfgang, you catch something behind you,
In his hand?
a whiff of vanilla and lavender.
This is while we're huddled.
Yeah, essentially, like, consider people were, like, chatting over each other, trying to convince the others. Like, the conversation was bright and bustling, and it almost seems to fade away as you notice this.
So we're kind of doing this like huddle thing. We're
Yeah.
all,
I mean, voices started getting raised. I think
as we
there was
probably-
backing up, and Cable heard some things.
So I get a whiff of that.
Yes,
I can tell where it's coming from.
behind you, past that door.
Turn around, kind of like looking at the door, and start sort of approaching it
Okay.
slowly.
The door with the.
with the
Big old
X.
green X across it.
Because it doesn't make sense to me. But it's not this necessarily the most odd.
We see him going.
Yeah, he's not sneaking it away.
Hey, Wolfie, I do believe there were some rules that were set.
I kind of like turn and look back at you
And I mouth, knife bomb,
and
knife
just
bomb.
ignore you and just keep walking towards the door.
Wait.
What's behind this door?
It's just it's private. Someone we're looking after.
Someone?
Yeah, a person.
Who?
Her name's Vicky. At least that's what she goes by. Dick and Vicky. Hence the dick. We don't hear her right now, but
She's the knife bomb.
sure, if that's what we're calling her.
Vicky?
Vicky, yeah.
As in Victoria?
I believe that's her full name, yes. Well, first name. I don't know about her last name.
Is she human?
Kinda. A little bit. There's a bit of a... Why are you so interested?
You seem agitated, Wolfgang.
Yeah, I'm agitated.
Boy.
What does anyone else smell that? Lavender, vanilla.
Vanilla and lavender.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it was the muffins.
Good.
Surprisingly nice, actually. And it definitely
Is it the
wasn't-
muffins?
No, they're coconut.
They're quite good.
I want to speak with this person.
Roll a persuasion check.
Let me try that again. Open this door.
Roll an intimidation check.
12.
So, coming off a little strong there. Maybe we wait on that?
I step up next to Wolfgang and I go, open the door.
All
This
right,
went
everyone.
Hostile fast.
I have met her, Wolfie. She was nice.
Yeah.
Was she a human? What did she look like?
Is she human?
She appeared human beyond the alterations that were to her form.
She did look human. She had a few mechanical bits, but other than that, she did.
How long have you known her?
Couple days.
Days.
Days. She tried to kill me, so
How?
blade. Like a big old knife, but it was like attached to her arm. Or it was her arm.
Do you know her, Wolfgang? She sounds awesome.
Attached to her arm? As in it was her arm?
No,
Which
it's
arm?
Her left arm. It's like her forearm opens up and then the hand goes away and then...
Are you fucking with me right now?
No, well, I have no reason to.
Open the door.
Wolfgang, who is this person to you?
It's no one.
You can't
The
say
person-
it's no one.
Because the
and then-
person it's supposed to...
Wolfgang, you can't.
Because
make
the
demands
person
and
I
then-
think it is dead. A long time ago. So,
Did you not like them, or did you like them and then they died?
Yeah, if we open this door, are you gonna kill her? Is she gonna kill you? Because
If so,
So I'm a bit at odds as I'm in both gangs. So.
But
a long time ago, I was betrothed to a woman. And she died to a sickness. We call it the wasting. And her name was Victoria. And she had a very particular scent that just so happened to be
lavender and vanilla.
How did she die?
as I
just
said.
Well, okay. Well, the wasting. But what does the wasting do?
But why male models?
I meant, what does the wasting do? Why male models?
Why me? Oh, sorry. That's great.
Damn it.
You're really living up to your role.
I really am. Yeah.
oh,
What does the wasting do?
It wastes your body away. Parts of you essentially fall apart, fall off.
So if you were to remove said parts,
No fucking way. Open the door or I'm going to.
Okay, I will, but let's just be cool and calm about this, right?
Sure.
I've got every reason to do this, so. And he throws down a turret. I don't want you making any weird moves.
Wolfgang, do you need a little help, protection ahead of time?
I don't see why.
Okay.
Okay. He walks over, slides open the door. Behind that space, you see essentially a curtain, white, lit up from behind, and a humanoid individual laying behind it. Their shadow is cast across the screen.
Spooky.
She rests during the day. She's more active at night.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want us to leave you alone with her?
Yes.
I'm not about to do that.
You don't have a
Will-
choice, friend.
Wolfgang.
As the turret starts to lighten.
Wolfgang, we are
Wait,
in
Cable.
his dwelling.
Yeah?
what if I went in with him?
Roll persuasion check.
$18.
Just going in there with you. He throws you this small turret, essentially.
Sure, I don't give a shit.
All right.
I'm gonna start slowly walking in,
All right.
making
And then maybe
all the noise that
maybe
my
we can
chain
see about those
will make.
muffins.
Walk in. Can I like close the door behind us?
You don't have to close it. I don't give a shit about that.
Okay.
Can we eat muffins in the meantime?
Yes.
Okay.
You can all have whatever muffin you need.
Not eating anything.
Okay.
I'm making sure.
I'll
my
eat a
jars
muffin
up.
while I'm
You
in
got a
there.
problem with muffins? Pim slaved away over those muffins.
There is an active bad situation happening right now. I don't want a muffin.
He might just be looking to get remarried.
As
All right.
the
That didn't land well.
the turret kind of and starts walking away from you and moving into the space.
Wolfgang is pretty uninterested in everything that's happening around him and just starts walking, continues to be walking towards this person.
How close do you get?
I'm continuing to walk towards it.
As you approach closer, you start to hear.
That would definitely cause him to stop walking.
And you see his shadow twitch a bit.
Any other noises?
That ticking's still persistent.
Take another step forward. It's dark in here?
There's a bit of light
Okay.
from behind the screen.
I'm going to take a step forward.
Okay, you're at the screen now. You can go around it. You can move to the side. It's up to you. It's not connected. It seems like it's two screens that have been drawn together.
Can I? So I kind of slowly.
Mm-hmm. You see, laying down on this slab of elevated wood, a humanoid female, pale skin, black hair, though this part of the hair is missing, and attached over her eye is essentially that of a porcelain doll's face. Her left arm from her shoulder all the way to the tips of her finger is a porcelain arm. Bits of it are chipped and falling apart. It's been some time. This is your past betrothed, Victoria. Who currently is eyes closed. Where her chest is, there is a glass opening where you can openly see her heart. Bits of screws and bolts and gears are put inside of it, but pieces of them aren't working together well. And you can hear that is where the ticking is coming from.
Cool. So I recognize her pretty much instantly.
She looks a little different, but
Okay. Standing over her, eyes are closed.
yes, she's presently asleep.
Quiet for a moment, and then, Victoria, I cannot be you. Nothing.
She doesn't move.
Is she, like, from here to wherever? How close is
You're
her?
above her. Once you move that screen, she's right there. And there's a light beyond there that's kind of casting towards you.
Can I tell what's wrong with what's happening with her heart?
You can make a straight intelligence check. D20 plus your intelligence.
15?
15. You're not entirely certain. Not by a mere glance and look.
All right.
When you don't even know what it's necessarily supposed to be doing in the first place.
I'm going to reach out and touch her arm.
Okay.
Any sort of reaction?
Eyes open up. And the arm begins to open up. And she's sitting up rapidly and leaps at you. I would like you to make an athletics check.
12?
As you catch her as she leaps forward, you throw her off to the side. She did not beat you. That's for damn sure.
No.
Okay.
That is not what happened.
Okay.
She leaps at me.
She leaps at you, and her hand is starting to fold back into her forearm as a sharp blade is beginning to come out.
Okay. I let her essentially. Do I know? No, I'm gonna, instead of like tossing her aside, I'm gonna try to stop her and then put her back down to where she goes. And I'm gonna say, Victoria, is this you? Is that you?
As you catch her and push her back, It seems like she's still coming out of whatever sleep she was in. And she kind of... Okay.
Fuck.
And in that half moment where the blade is there, and the ticking begins to increase, picking up in speed.
I need you to calm down.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? You're dead. I buried you.
Good thing to say.
She gets up and starts leaving.
Victoria,
Keeps walking.
please, I think you should talk to him, and I'll cast suggestion.
What's the save?
I believe it's wisdom. Yes.
Natural 19.
I will use silvery barbs.
Okay. Natural 1. Okay. She got it.
She like turned
She
and walked.
went around you and walked towards the door. She's in the doorway now. Stopped and
My back is to her at this point still. I'm like kind of like heads down.
she's not turning around, but she is standing there.
Maybe just clear the air. I'll give you two some space, and I'll walk out of the room. So I will leave behind the turret.
She takes the door and closes it.
Now let's wait outside. I would like to say, I would like to leave Oz in there.
How big is this room?
It's about 30 feet across.
How close is Oz to me?
You don't sense him.
Fantastic. All right. Without turning, is that really you?
Not anymore.
What happened?
I'd rather not get into it right now.
Well, seeing as that you and I were meant to be together for our lives, I feel like I'm possibly owed somewhat of an explanation here.
Not our lives, but mine ended.
So
You're out of your bargain.
bargain. Is that what you saw it as?
That's what others did.
Is that what you saw it as?
It doesn't matter anymore.
Of course it matters.
It never has. It didn't to my father.
Oh, fuck your father. You know, he blames me for this. He blames my family for this.
Ironic,
I thought so, considering this is the same thing that killed my father.
considering he's the one who did this to me. The wasting was a convenient excuse for his experiments.
What the fuck are you talking about? At that point, Wolfgang is going to turn and look at her.
When you turn around, she's already turned around and she has tears coming down her left eye, as the right one can't produce them.
No tear ducts.
This is some hot tea.
Piping hot tea.
Your father experimented on you?
Heard of technological advances, of course he did. Working with Tonkin.
Is the wasting even a thing?
I don't know. It didn't matter when I was on the slab.
Were you even sick?
I think at least that much was true.
Was this his attempt at saving you? Turning you into this... whatever you are now?
I don't really know and I don't really care anymore. All I want is to get out of here and kill him myself.
Huh. I'm with you on that one.
But for that, I need to fix this.
What's happening there?
Something about what he did to me, it's causing problems in my judgment. That is what Cable stole the Thunder Engine for. He wants to build me a new heart.
Then that's what we're gonna do. Wolfgang takes a couple of steps towards her.
She kind of steps back but hits the door. Not hits, but like is met with resistance.
No kiss. No kiss.
How close are we?
How close do you go?
A couple steps.
Okay. She's guarded.
Mm-hmm.
She is trying to create space.
Wolfgang's gonna like reach out his hand. Say, "Let me help you."
Roll the persuasion check. Because I had the impulse before you rolled, with advantage. I was about to say it before you rolled.
9.
9.
Not a net 1.
Oof.
It's better.
We'd only hurt each other again.
That's fine. I'm used to it. It's better than whatever this is.
You hear the ticking begin to slow.
Let me help you.
You're so nosy.
Some things don't change.
Fine.
His hand's still out.
She opens up the door and leaves. The door slides open, and Vicky begins to walk forward.
Whoa.
I was like kind of next to the door trying to be nearby. When she walked out, I'm just like,
Apologies. And she keeps walking. She starts heading towards the main door.
Happy hunting.
Not today.
Would you like a muffin before you go?
Please stop talking to me.
All right.
She keeps walking.
I kind of peek my head in the door to see if I can see
Wolfgang
him.
slams the door shut.
Well, no one's dead, so I think that went swimmingly.
Pim's crocheting, just like, I think it went well.
Old lovers.
Lovers?
That's what he said, right? His
Lovers.
betrothed?
He said his betrothed.
But it
We
was
believe
her?
So
She was the one?
that was out loud, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I said
okay.
that shit out loud.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, I'm not like.
I basically told everybody the story
Yeah.
in the,
Yeah.
the Clips Notes of the
Yeah.
story.
It's Kismet. Fight.
Or divine intervention.
Ugh.
Was she in the lab with you?
No. Like I said, I met Vicky 3 days ago.
I'm telling you, there are threads here being woven.
I'm just saying the
Pim kind
chemistry
of like
was
waves
palpable.
with her crochet.
So, did she recognize him?
Well, yeah.
Was it favorable?
Again, no one's dead, so.
That's fair.
Pim, can you go follow her? And she's like, sure. And she sets it down, hops out the window, and goes down multiple flights of like down like a pole essentially, like a bit of a gutter.
At this point, Wolfgang's gonna like sliding door.
It's a sliding metal door.
Slides open the door. And kind of just like everyone's, I'm sure, staring at me.
I got you an extra muffin, and I don't say anything, but I hold it out to you.
And I just turn, walk out the door.
If it's possible as you're walking by, I'm just going to reach out and kind of grab your shoulder, or as much as I can get,
If you can
and cast Long Strider as you walk.
Sure.
Is he gonna be okay?
Good luck.
I'm not really sure.
Well, this is great.
I will telepathically. Maybe keep an eye on the big fella.
Of course.
Keep your distance.
Right. It'll choke me out otherwise.
Terry rings off.
Right, we need those.
I'll take that muffin now.
Coconut.
It's pretty good.
Coconut.
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 Well,
I ate mine, and now I'm eating Wolfgang.
we have one of two things we can do.
Didn't it give you something? Didn't it give somebody something?
We can follow Wolfgang and make sure he's safe, or we can go to Ulia like we were planning on.
Oh, I think we should go to Ulia. I don't think diplomacy is his forte.
I think I gave Wolfgang a little speed. I think he can catch her. So
He's not going to do that.
He can
Well,
handle
that's what I think you're
himself,
doing.
and even then, he's not going to let us help him anyway.
I think that's fair.
Should we all go to Ulia's, or should maybe just the good talky people go?
Well, what I'm thinking is we're all pretty capable, but forgive me for saying this. You don't seem to enjoy the adventuring life very much. Do you want to hang out here and bake muffins while we go?
It's been a day.
Yeah.
With a hangover.
Maybe you could hang out here.
Cable? Yeah, it's fine. You can crash.
Yeah. Anyone else want to hang
Ola
out
lays
here?
down on the couch.
Yeah, less
I
numbers
think-
might be less intimidating.
I think Darek and I should go get a lay of the land and maybe make a map so that we know how to get around this place.
I don't have materials for a map, but if you can find some.
Cable, would you have anything to write with?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I could grab something for you.
There we go.
All right. To Ulia's?
Yes.
We'll meet up with you guys later at the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm ready for another night at the tavern. Let's meet
It's
back
Just
here.
a meeting place. We don't have to
If you
drink.
want
Just
a place
back
a little
here.
bit quieter, you could head to the junk pile. It's not the prettiest place, but it's...
Or we could meet
More
back here.
quiet.
I mean, Karkov's given us accommodations. I don't think Wolfgang paid for more than one night at that.
Let's meet
in.
back here tonight, and we can decide where to go then.
Alright.
Maybe you could help us out a little bit. Tell us about what you know about the area.
Are you heading to Ulia's?
They're
We
going
are.
to Ulia's. Where Darek and I are.
Right. Yeah, no, I can chat with you a bit in
Cartography.
a moment. But if you head to the Echo Harbour, most of the city's on elevated platform. When it rains, all the water's coming down here. So sometimes that river floods. So the fish mongrels are more territorial than the barrowmen. They have a very strong commodity, having full access to most of the fish and seafood that comes from that bit of the ocean, underground ocean, which is weird. But Uli is a woman of strength. If you can prove that you're tough enough, she'd probably respect you.
All right then.
Maybe we should get Wolfie.
Oh, relax. It'll be fine.
We're super
I'll
tough.
show her a thing or two.
Didn't you just kill your first man like 2 days ago?
I've killed lots of people.
Really?
Respect.
I believe her. Let's go.
You're full of surprises.
You
Let's
lot
just
are
handle it.
terrifying.
Right, well, I won't be flexing much. Muffin for the road then.
The effects do not stack, but
Damn
anyone,
it.
anyone who consumes a muffin gets 5 temporary hit points.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll take that
Stupid
off.
Wolfgang.
I don't think Wolfgang give a shit about food at the moment.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that. I should have written a note about that.
Ask Cable the best way to get to where Ulia might be.
He gives you the instructions.
Yeah.
He gives you major points to focus on. It's mainly like the ceiling design. He's like, that bit of piping there, that's essentially your focal point.
Gotcha.
If you start to notice that it's getting too far on your right-hand side, you're off.
That's our North Star.
A little bit. Yeah, he mentions that, and then there's a couple others that he can point on.
I'm gonna really try to listen into.
Mm-hmm. Essentially, once you hit the pit, just make a left and just keep going.
All right.
Right, sounds good. Well,
No, not right, left.
Correct.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
Let's go.
I'm sorry. It's been a day.
yes, it has. Let's go.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Good
See
luck,
you later.
Brooklyn.
All right. Where's everyone heading?
To
Julia's.
Julia's. You're doing some map making.
Dark and I are gonna talk to before we head out or
To
anything.
Cable
We're
a
gonna
bit.
talk to Cable. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you want to role play that?
After theirs, if
Okay,
you want. Yeah.
Sure. Wolfgang. Let's catch up with you.
Sure.
Where are you off to?
Nowhere.
Walking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Walking, very angry. Yeah.
Okay.
Not really paying attention to where I'm going and what I'm doing.
Okay.
Fucking hope so.
He's
Begging
fast.
for a fight. He's got that look on his face.
Yes.
As you're walking along, lost in whatever thoughts and feelings you find yourself in, you notice individuals not approaching, but they've stopped in front of your path.
How many?
Counting about 7.
Oh, nobody.
Okay.
All of them barefoot, wearing robes of gray and black. Palish skin, shaved heads,
Group I saw.
and a bit of
Where else?
tattooing on the center of their lip that travels down their chin.
They blocking my way?
Yes.
How? Is this a
One
Y?
of them is standing there with a longsword out. And a bit of gray liquid is dripping from the tip.
Okay.
Friend, you seem lost.
Wolfgang kind of he's stopped at that point and head down and kind of looks at them. Definitely not lost.
I don't mean physically. Mentally. Harried by poison in your mind.
Sure. What of it?
What if I could relieve you of this pain?
I sincerely doubt that.
One need only trust. As he brings the longsword up to his chest.
My friend, this is a very bad time for whatever you have planned.
It's not my plan. It's the plan of the Grey One.
The Grey One. Well, that's interesting. Why don't you tell the Grey One to go fuck themselves?
I've met many like you.
I highly doubt that.
You will soon feel the relief.
How close am I to these guys?
You're going into initiative right now as he charges you.
I was gonna Thunderwave immediately.
Okay. We will be going into initiative though.
Oh my word!
For that we can get into that battle map.
Nice.
Someone should have got it.
Already ready.
1v7? Love this. Let's do it.
Might
You're
not be
fast. You
7.
can run away if you
One
need
of them
to.
is standing before you.
Yeah, like I'm going to fucking run.
Might not be 1v7.
We'll see what happens here.
You should roll that.
Initiative or
Yeah, it's gonna be initiative. If you want them to be part of this. You got your mini?
He's right there.
Excellent. Let's go roughly here.
It's Bowen.
About there.
Paul? High or low?
Hi.
I'm gonna need more minis over here somewhere.
And you should have given you advantage.
Didn't need it.
Yeah, you rolled high.
D12.
12.
Perfect. Ooh, nice.
Oh, you're right.
Excellent. That is always good news. Just a straight 12, right? Straight 12. Okay.
These guys are just
You don't have an initiative?
It's just a dude. No weapons.
dudes being bros.
Dudes being bros. Chilling in the street with our swords.
Look at these guys.
All right. With that, top of the round. Oh,
11.
11. Wolfgang, you're up. Oz, you're on deck.
Clearly seeing his ill intent, Wolfgang just kind of smirks and rushes forward, getting as close as possible,
All right.
and thunder waves.
Okay. What type of save? I believe it's Constitution.
Question. It is a con save.
That is a 15. Do you want to bring him all the way up?
Yeah, face to face.
I just can't reach.
Daddy long arms.
There we go.
Would that?
It would
these
get
guys to-
all of them. Yeah, absolutely. Natural 15 for the main guy.
Okay.
We'll
13,
go-
13 is the.
Okay, so half damage on him.
Mhm.
Natural 18 for him. Only a 4 for him.
Cool.
That's an 8 for him. Fail. Natural 19 for him. And then a 14 for him.
So these two.
So those
fail.
two failed. So they'll take the full damage and they're pushed back 20 feet?
10.
10. 10. And are they knocked prone?
I don't believe so.
No, they're just pushed back.
Yeah.
Okay.
11.
11 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. They hear the ringing of thunderous shields and spears as the red energy washes over them. They grin and bear it, and each one of them stay standing. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Not really. No.
Okay.
I think that's all I've got going on.
Oz, you're up.
So question.
Answer.
He's a familiar.
Mm-hmm.
However, he's acting independently right now. Can he still make attacks?
Is the ruling that you have to be the one sacrificing?
Ruling is I can give up one of my attacks to let him attack.
I'll say sure. Why not?
Okay. In that
Otherwise,
case-
it's like, why is Oz here in the initiative? Yeah, he can attack.
Okay.
We should get a little mini for him.
Because if not, I was just going to. I don't. Actually, I do have an imp mini.
Let me go run and get him.
For now, I'll use this guy. We'll say he was about here
Okay.
in your mini drawer.
Yes, should be. It's unpainted.
Whenever back in the fridges about.
We're in combat here.
We're the audience.
The gray
Yeah,
one with the dripping
I need
sword.
a drink
Mhm.
for this.
Looking
I thought you were
great.
just gonna double
Huh?
fist
Looking
that
great.
for some reason.
He seems okay.
Okay.
He saved. He succeeded on the saving throw, so he took, what, 6?
Yeah. Okay, so he'll fly in invisibly, and then Stinger will into his neck.
Attack roll at advantage. Go ahead.
Okay.
As you sense this, you're right there after launching your thunder wave, and you just kind of see a
17.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage, and then con save.
Con save.
Natural 14 plus 1, 15.
Okay, so he saves.
Okay, so I'm not poisoned, but I am about to take a good hefty chunk of damage.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Okay, so 6 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and then 7 cut in half to 3.
Oh, do they take half damage if they succeed?
Yeah.
Okay. Cut half to 3. Okay. Yeah, he's after that stinger gets inside of him, he kind of and you see Oz appears next to you, sticking into the lower rib cage of this individual.
Good to see you, friend.
And he'll kind of swoop back in
My master brings his regards.
next to his shoulder.
I have to
Okay.
buy him a drink later.
Him?
Him too.
As this strange individual, you seem to be full of surprises. Let's see if we can't end this soon. And he goes in for a strike. That is oh my gosh, only a 14.
Yes.
Nice.
Deflecting off your armor, goes in for a second swing. Natural 19.
No.
I imagine that's gonna hit.
Barely.
Oh, there's my D8. You take 7 points of slashing damage. Or actually, no, sorry. That's 9 points of slashing damage. And I need you to make a spell check. I need a D20 plus your charisma modifier.
Give me a word, I'll spell check it for you. 7.
As he strikes across your form, that gray liquid seeps into your body. And that strength, that pride, that promise you made to yourself yesterday, gone. Any magical ability you have is gone.
Love it.
You accept your fate. My work here is done. Should you wish to have this burden lifted, meet me again. And he begins to turn and walk away.
What about his thugs?
They're all waiting to see what happens. I will say Oz is allowed an opportunity attack if he wants to take it.
Well,
Okay.
Where?
Head to the Echo Harbor. Let me get to the page.
The end.
The Grain Steeple.
Grain steeple?
Graying.
Graying steeple.
My people will meet you there. Don't worry. This burden will end.
I can't wait to end yours.
And they begin to walk away.
Oh man.
Cool. That's cool. Really excited about
Your
this.
spell slots aren't used. They're gone.
I figured. So all of my magical, everything is gone?
Including your divine sense.
Yeah. It's been a good day. It's been a good day.
at least you found love.
Did I? Did I though? So they all just are gone?
They're starting to walk away. They're not running.
Yeah.
They're just... And it's not a smugness that they have.
It's a religious zealotry.
Yes.
Got it. I've seen
It
this.
is a unending faith in what they do. They relieve you of your curses.
Okay. Cool. Oz,
Well, that was unusual.
can you follow them?
I don't entirely serve you necessarily, and I was told to look after you.
I'm asking you, as a friend,
Friends now,
aren't we?
well, I've only just met you.
And I didn't rip your wings off.
Charming.
That's definitely what friends do.
Love it.
You drive a hard bargain, but I will follow for a while.
Thank you.
I am nervous about what that grayness is.
Yeah, well, I can tell you it's not fun. Keep your distance.
I
And
feel like I'll hear that a lot in my time of existence.
report this to your master.
You feel him leave your sense.
Cool.
Was
Damn.
not there anymore.
His 10-foot blind sight is not a magical ability.
Oh, yeah, blind fighting? Hell yeah.
Oh, hell.
That's just training, baby.
Blind fighting. Awesome.
It is awesome. All right, standing there, somewhat dejected and increasingly angrier and angrier. Wolfgang's just resigned and heads in that direction, I guess. There's no idea where that
Are
is.
you kind of wandering
I guess, yeah.
as Wolfgang?
You're gonna try to make his way back to Cables because that's the only. They will probably know where this is.
Sure.
What is it called again? The Gray.
The graying steeple.
Steeple. There we go. Thank you, note takers.
With
You're coming back to Cables?
with Wolfgang feeling a sudden loss within his form. Revelations, plans. It seems like something is in the making here. But it's foggy. We'll see what the weather has in store.
Right
And that
now.
is where we will end.
Boo! We want more. Boo!
David Wolfgang.
Encore, encore.
Yeah. You met the Church of the Grey One.
They suck.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they sound terrible.
Really can't wait to kill them.
Don't care for them.
Good thing I'm playing a
And,
fighter.
and you got to experience the effect of Nox.
It's brutal, man.
And we'll find out more next time around. And with that, I would like to thank you all for joining us.
Thank
And
you.
for the final episode, thank you so much, Skull Splitter Dice.
Thank you, Skull
Thank
Splitter.
you.
Yeah.
Splitter.
Our first.
Our first sponsor.
first
We would
sponsor.
never be able to split all of these skulls without you.
I have been rolling on this
So
tray
sorry.
with this dice. This thing has been so balanced the entire time. I'm rolling high, I'm rolling low. I mean, it's a good one. It's a good one. Honestly, I'm like, I'd swap this out if I feel like it wasn't telling a good story.
Nice.
It is a nice dice.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you all
Wait a
here,
week
same
now.
time, same place.
Ugh.
Next week.
Next week.
Don't forget to catch us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube,
All the
20 Chronicles.
Facebook, 20 Chronicles.
across all platforms.
We're on Facebook?
We are.
We
Yeah,
are.
on
Are any of our
Facebook.
grandmas following us?
My grandma.
Love you,
is.
Grandma.
Love you,
Hey.
Grandma.
Have a good night, guys.
Sick
Bye.
Facebook burn.